Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're here with the Beyond the Call 2K show. Mez once again can't fix his camera. He spent 30 minutes trying to fix it, and in the end couldn't manage it. So
it's been 2 weeks actually.
All right, whatever. I'm eating bacon sandwiches. I've got coffee. We're all good. Mez has just woken up, and Brody's doing what Brody does. If that's slaying poon.
I'm sorting out the stream for later.
Oh yeah.
When you get fucked.
Literally. Anyway, we've got a long day of action ahead of us. We've got the 2K coming on up. So, ladies and gents, what's going to be first? Who's got a match for us to cast? Or at least
I'm not sure what the match is, but I know Aroma's currently sitting in pubs, so they're in round 3. I'll get the bracket up and have a look at the matches. We have
them sitting in pubs isn't exactly useful information for me.
Well, it's better than nothing, George, isn't it? Right? You know?
I ain't even got the bracket. Anyone got the bracket?
Right, let's get some streams up.
Brody, you've got the bracket.
Yeah, I do actually.
Oh, send it in the chat, bro.
Get fucked.
Send it in the chat.
Oh dear. Right, we'll have a look at streams. We'll see what's going on.
Well, I sent it last week.
Frimjay's open, won't we? Got Shane. Got Frimjay.
Nice.
I don't know if they're currently in matches. So one of you's gonna have to let me know.
Yeah, I'm still scanning my computer, so he's gonna have to give me a second to get anything up.
You are useless. You know that.
I'm just sorting the last one out.
Discord have gave me like 4 things to try, and none of them work. So well done.
Bounce. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about here, Connor has got a chronic problem with his webcam, where it doesn't seem to work.
Connor has got a lot of chronic problems.
No, it's Discord, not my webcam. Because I tried Skype, and Skype is perfect.
Never has anyone said Skype is perfect in the last 5 years.
And I have. But no, it works on Skype and everything. It's just Discord. In the other news of the not 2K, hashtag Justin Bieber is over party is now trending worldwide.
Because he's got Lyme disease.
Oh, he's got Lyme disease.
That was ages ago though. That's old.
Best of luck. Oh, I wish him the best of luck with that. Jesus Christ. Please just find me an issue.
There we go. Don't know why that's on that.
Right.
Well, that's
just tweet this out.
That's fine. Mate, you are disgusting.
Yeah, Colin has his gross, boys.
Gross.
Bro,
I might not even at you in the tweet for that now.
Wow. Why are you wearing an NYPD shirt?
Because it's the only non-grey top I have available in my wardrobe right now, and I'm wearing grey joggers.
Why you got so many grey tops?
Brody lives his life.
Accumulated them, and I don't wear them all that much.
You know what I mean? You just made that sound like you have no other colour in your life apart from grey.
Yeah, it's just I've got the colour palette of a Marvel movie.
No, white.
You got the colour palette of a Zack Snyder movie.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, that's just black, mate. It's just full on black. It's the darkest of darks.
Oh, I gotta restart my computer after this.
No, you're not.
Fuck off, Connor.
Why are you such a weirdo?
My camera might work.
Alright, so if anyone in the chat, I don't know if the stream's live, right? So if
Yeah,
anyone's in the chat wants to basically link us any Twitches, we'll be keeping them all open in tabs and going through them.
Ramsey centre forward. Love it. He's here, of course.
Of course he is. Ramsey sent forward. You'd love to see it. Our #1 fan. Frimjay's in the chat, or at least he's in the. We technically shouldn't be looking at the users in the chat because it's a bit, it's a bit weird.
What?
But
Bit pervy, is it?
bit pervy, innit? But
yeah, but you're a pervy guy.
Sue. What are you talking?
Sue Perkins is this. I had to replace the picture of Sue with a picture of Chris, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I've got a stunning picture of Chris to be chucked up on stream later if it's just me.
Can you send that to me on like Twitter or something?
I sent it in the.
No, I can't open Discord right now.
Right, I'm just gonna.
There is someone on Call of Duty, by the way, who is streaming EFT.
I'm not sure they know what game they're trying to stream.
Apparently, you can get banned for doing that now.
Ah.
Streaming a different game when your title's wrong.
Yeah, I said it in Twitter.
Right, so Tremor is live. Corrupt
Not
is
the
live.
2K shows. Cheers, Ramsey. I've only had one of them, so I don't know where you got that from. But
Bro, who is that photo? That's not Chris.
That is Chris.
that is Chris.
That is not Chris.
I
That is
beg
Chris.
that's Chris.
That is
that's
actually
Chris's,
Chris.
like, that's Chris's little brother.
That's Chris, mate.
No, that's
I'm
Chris
not fucking
Curtis.
with you.
I'm not even.
That's Chris Curtis.
What the fuck?
That's Christian Curtis right there.
Right, I need to.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna do what you did and go on Twitch and look at Call of Duty. see
Baxter's live.
Jackster is live, but that is of course Aroma's team. So
Cancel that one out, buddy.
Look at that.
We're already watching Aroma.
get two
I haven't got his
perspectives.
stream up. You're gonna have to send me a link.
So, just Aroma with an underscore at the end.
My scan has been complete. There are 0 threats to my computer, but apparently Discord is fucking broke.
Okay.
Just well, I was gonna say don't uninstall Discord, but you definitely uninstall Discord.
Yes, I
haven't
definitely have 4 times.
Everyone's favourite N-word saying Dutchman is live.
Jay Enrico.
you? Nice.
I think he's just playing H though. I don't think he's actually playing the 2K.
He was playing the 2K.
Oh,
He definitely.
It did last week, so
maybe he's out already.
Jay.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I'll go on his Twitter now and find out. Nope, he's still live with it, playing in Verzia and Co. first round, so they might want to know what Piccadilly next.
Cerberus is live.
They're playing in Aversia first round.
No, it's
No,
Nervous' team, isn't it?
He definitely
Cerberus, yeah.
lost. He definitely lost. He tweeted, domination of a pickup team is just a no-go, might as well forfeit that from the start, so he's definitely been reversed.
Alright, Rico's out.
Not surprised.
I think he's out.
What was Cerberus's Twitter? Is that AB,
AB Cerberus.
Yo, what team name are you?
Well, no, he's got on the bottom of the screen 2-1 R2 2K. So I don't know. Rico. What's it going to be, son?
Do you know what I mean? Does he even know what he's doing?
Generally not. That's what I've discovered.
I'll go on his thing, you know. I got him up.
Oh, we've got a bit of time, boys. Does anyone want to pop off at any particular Twitter org user today or anything like that?
Twitter org users.
Or just Twitter users, you know? Anyone got any Twitter users they want to pop off at?
I love how
Yeah.
you engineer this conversation,
I-
George, because
engineer
you
it.
want to pop off.
No,
at
I
Joseph.
don't actually. I've already
know what you wanna do, yeah.
popped off today, so I don't
Yeah,
need to.
You got it
Yeah.
wrong. You got it wrong.
You sent me the fucking wrong shit. You were completely jebated, weren't you?
Yeah, but so was you, because you actually tweeted about it.
Yeah, I tweeted about it, but to be fair, not a bad tweet. Let's be honest.
Yeah, true. No, Fame just tweeted the other day at that point in the chat, which
Oh,
I don't know
go
what that
on,
meant.
bring it up, read it out, and we'll have a chat.
Let me find it. I
Send
don't
me a
know
link
what
to it so I can put it on stream.
I don't know what that meant, but I was just like, it just seemed very egotistical, and I was like, just
Send me a link and I'll bang it on stream.
I'm getting it now. He tweets a lot, so he's got to wait.
Just sorted out the overlay on the next one that's just dumbass tweets.
Yeah, it's in the Discord.
Why are you sending it in Discord? I can't open Discord right now.
Oh my god, can I send you in Twitter then?
Thank you.
Baby.
What?
There you
You want to fight there, son? Polymers would knock me out, yeah?
I know Brick is streaming.
See? You playing
Mhm.
this?
I don't know because he's shit anyway. But Brick,
Fucking
why?
hell.
Why?
Can we clip that? Can we clip that?
clip it and then just tweet it from the BTC account going, Brody hates Brick Grimes.
I
I need that. I need that. Ramsey, if you're still here, clip it, mate. Clip it, son.
Ramsey's definitely still here. CD's just gone live. I'm not sure if
Oh.
he's 2K up.
Never mind. Brick's doing a 2K stream, watching people.
Oh! Is he now?
But well, I mean, it's not our idea, so we can't, you know.
I'm going to report that.
Yeah, I did actually
we-
hear that, didn't it? That apparently wasn't our idea.
Why don't you
Brick,
get
Brick did it
Why-
first, by the way,
Why don't
guys.
you get Brick on as a guest?
He won't do it. We asked him to do something like this before, and he just
Oh.
straight aired us for it.
CD's in round 3.
Insight's got his stream up.
Jamie Craven.
Jamie Craven's got his stream up, which is pretty good. So
Wait, hold on.
There's
Let me just bang out to this dumbass tweet real quick. Hopefully this comes up on.
and Shane is also having his stream up right now.
Right.
Oh shit! I need to.
CD's a
mute
good
the
team to
streams.
watch, to be fair. Vortex, Endura, CD, Robstar, Felon.
Like him?
They're round 3 at the moment.
Okay, it's definitely worked. I'm just
Right.
gonna give it.
So,
So this is the tweet, ladies and gents. This is what we've been looking at. On F11. Remember what we did years ago? Now people realise. What's that supposed to mean?
That's what I was trying to
What
figure
did
out.
Artie on top do years ago? No bullshit, right?
That's that
I
thing years ago.
I don't mind fames. I think he's all right. But what did he do years ago?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I didn't hear about him
it's-
until last year. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, yeah. I was about to say this year, but then I realised it's a new year.
2020.
Oh, okay. Right, so we'll take a look at the top 8
It
of
doesn't matter,
last week's
Ramsey. It's just
2K.
Brody slagging off Brick Grimes.
Oh, mate, he's what am I flipping? Oh, get fucked, Ramsey. Right, next, so we'll take a look at the top 8 of last week. We'll see who's on stream. So
Okay,
we have Team
fire me the
War.
bracket then, son.
More likely than not, we will have Dave stream appear at some point. He
What,
always
CQ
streams
David?
2Ks. Okay.
Orbit David.
Right. Ignore
David.
Connor because Connor's
Yes.
an annoying shit.
ESPU, David.
The Royal Ravens Academy team, they never stream, so there's no point trying to look for one of their streams. Train Hard Esports, we should see a stream. I don't know, actually. I don't think anyone on Train Hard streams. Obtained, got top 4 last week, which is pretty interesting. We potentially will see a stream from Wardy at some point during the day. Team 3G will more likely than not have a stream from them. Team Singularity, of course, will be staying on board with Insight, although he streams. Orpheus team.
Insight will stream.
Insight will stream. He streams. He's
I
gonna
feel, I feel like if we get some viewers later on, we should probably explain the context of that joke because we do that a lot on stream as well.
No, we need that in the podcast because that is.
Well, this is going to be uploaded anyway because we're recording VODs this time, so I'm just going to splice this together and upload it.
Oh, pardon me.
Who else is gonna
What we'll end up doing. I mean, Brody will just send me whatever he records of this, or I'll just take the 2 VODs together and put them in a movie maker and just fucking run it.
Right. So I guess the streams will be staying on board with this. This from the top 8 last week will be Dave, Wardy if he does end up streaming, Insight, and either Aroma or Chaxter, depending on who has more viewers. Because of
Hold
course,
on,
we want
I'm
more
just going to
guys.
quickly open Brick Grimes.
As well as Louis CM. Louis CM is sort of
I think we should keep an eye on CD and Co as well.
Brick Grimes,
yeah.
Take 2, CDL 200 EU series, 60-second delay brick. Right, 24 viewers. Is he actually just viewing streams or is he playing?
I think he's playing at the moment. He's just doing streams in between there.
Oh right, okay, that's fair then. Just wanted to know if we were stealing ideas.
I mean, I don't give a fuck. Not really stealing ideas.
All right. So which stream are we going with first then?
I understand that currently a chap called MagaCod is currently in a game.
Magat was from RT on Current Light at Malta.
Sure.
Mate, that is the only Magsy. Mr. I'll see you in 2
Are you
weeks.
sure that's him?
I am sure that's him. I can see that head from here.
There's. Let's hop on with it then.
That is the retired pro.
So what match is this? Just so we're all aware.
I don't know. Reason Gaming is who the org is anyway.
Are they under Reason Gaming on the bracket? Oh, yes, they are. Reason Gaming going head to head with Smile and Wave Boys.
Remember, and I sent Fames a DM into the chat, and he goes, "Well, we looked on a pro team now." Remember?
Yeah.
This is the team from Malta.
Is they still the same roster?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, for real?
Didn't split.
Oh.
So who are they playing, Brody?
It's Smile and Wave Boys is the team that they are playing. So that's the match.
You gotta say that
it's
a little bit
Mohawk. No wait, Mohawk's the.
You can't just reference Madagascar like that and say it's so dull.
Island Wave Boys.
Smile and wait, boys. Smile and wait.
I have to find a fucking match again now, which is annoying.
Does Dead Silence still work, like when you're running?
Yes.
What?
Yes. Well, I was just wondering why Maga was walking about while having Dead Silence pop,
yeah.
not even running.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. He's
I'm not-
probably just trying to be sneaky.
Sneaky beaky like.
Yeah, Tracy Beaker. Oh, well, he has the generic following
Good to know that that's the case, isn't it?
notification.
Hold on, I've got the overlay saying dumbass tweets from Maxi.
Oh, wait, this is interesting because this is 2-2.
Wow, thank you for that, Connor. And next time on the 2K show, we'll be having more interesting outtakes from Connor.
You're welcome. It's now 4-4.
Right, someone tell me what round this is, by the way.
I'm trying to find it on the bracket again now. Oh, here we go. It's round 2.
And this is
Reason Gaming versus Smile and Wave Boys.
And what's the score?
What the hell? Oh, Chris is coming on. He just said I'll be on in 30 minutes golfers.
Oh, right, sound. I think it's probably rained off. It's raining today, isn't it?
He must have got 18 holes hole in one.
Yeah, he did.
if they try. I might be wrong, obviously, but yeah.
Right, so this is Celia, Sensor, Kylie, or Kyle. I don't know which one it is.
Kylie Jenner.
Kylie, Mohawk, and Visor going head to head with Flindle, Brandon, or Krasny, Circus, which is a name you know, Regs,
I know
and
Krasny as
Nova.
well.
I know Krasny.
Not Radiant Nova.
Not Radiant Nova, the other Nova.
He said that in Black Ops 4.
Has he changed his at yet?
Who? No, he hasn't. He can't get Nova.
How long you just be like Nova?
Question: how's Magsy just got dead silence again? By the way.
Because yeah, stacks in with a certain perk, I'm pretty sure. What's the Twitch we're going into?
MAGA_COD.
Twitch _ wow.
Not to be confused with MAGA
MAGA
hats. Make America great again, but in this time it's make reason great again.
Make America great again. I'll tell you what. Don't send missiles to Iran then.
That would be a pretty good start, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Preferably just keep your mouth shut as well. Stop tweeting stuff from.
So this isn't the same roster, by the way, the recognised talent roster from.
No, isn't it?
I think there's
No, it's
changes
not.
to it.
It's not.
Mohawk's still on it, MAGA's still on it, and these are the two that were apparently like former pros.
The Visor's still on it, right?
Yeah.
Is he?
The
They haven't got
Lynch.
Lynchy anymore.
And
Though.
Sensor. I'm pretty sure Sensor is just
No, he
Lynchy
wasn't.
that left
Is it?
for Kyle. Yeah, I'm pretty
Sensor on a
sure.
different name.
Doug Sensor Martin.
No, Sensor JP. I don't know if that's.
That's not Lynchy.
No, Sensor was
Yeah.
there as well. Sensor was at
Yeah.
Malta. The Visor was
Yeah.
at Malta. Mag was at Malta. Mohawk was at Malta.
So
The only change was one.
is who? Lynchy? We're going to say that's Lynchy?
It might be Lynchy, but it might just be a roster change or a pickup.
Probably.
Oh, RT Fangs in the chat. Big round, 50 viewers. Let's go.
Still gassing. Still gassing.
Oi, listen, everyone got it. I'm gonna.
He's probably really happy that he found an impression org.
Guy always pushing. Yeah, but you gotta watch it because you'll get there before me.
This is why he's not in our stream, mate. He's just going to come in and get a ripped a new arsehole. We've already put one of his stupid tweets up.
Oh, here he goes. Popping dead silence again. He's just going to be crouching up on the top cafe area.
Can you stop?
Hold on, how far? What's the round time in your stream?
I don't know. I've not.
1:45.
Oh, you're like 3 seconds behind me.
Oh, sorry. Mag about to get affiliate.
Who's about to get affiliate?
He said he's about to get affiliate.
Who, MAGA?
Cherry. Someone called Cherry in chat. No, I didn't say.
We're about to get affiliate, by the way, after like 2 fucking hours of broadcasting.
Love that. Cool, bro. No one gives a fuck. Shut up and watch and go outside houseware.
As if you read chat.
Okay.
It's just funny what people say.
Right then, why is that not?
Oh no, he's weak dirt. Fuck.
Why is that?
Fuck! I love that. Oh no, he's weak there. Fuck! So I'm
Okay,
guessing
we got-
Reason Gaming are 1-0 up, yeah? Are we assuming that?
Whose Xbox just turned on?
Not mine, I don't have mine connected, probably Connor's.
Or it might have been Magas in the stream. Right, so this is as I'm aware, this is round 2 of the 2K, and we're seeing Reason Gaming, which is a recently sort of formed team. They were at Malta, and I think they placed something like top 12.
I don't think they got out of pools.
Yeah, they didn't get out of pools.
But they would say that's probably because they didn't play their first match for 12 hours on the first day. Which
Yeah, there
admittedly is fair dues.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair play, I suppose. But yeah, this is the team that we're watching, Smile and Wave. They've made one change since Malta, I believe, which is bringing in Kyle over Lynchy. Could be wrong in saying that. Now, this team, we watched them at Malta. What do we think when we watched them there?
Thoroughly underwhelming for the hype that they were given, to be honest.
Bearing in mind that hype only came from one person.
Well, I mean, 10 years time, 10 years ago, these guys were the best of the best, but seemingly now they're not, apparently. I was just thoroughly underwhelmed by them. They didn't look like they actually had the killer instinct to win the event or anything, actually. I thought they would get out of groups, but not even. So I don't know. I don't know where this team stands. I don't think they're ever going to be contending even into like quarters of a 2K. Honest with you.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. Of course, I can look at their last placements from the previous 2K to see where they ended up placing there, but I can't imagine it was the best placement. I mean, they're not inside the top 32, so that should tell you something. But it is pretty interesting because this was a storyline going into Malta that I kind of wanted to talk about. We didn't get to see them much at the event. I don't think we even streamed them more than once, even if we did.
No, we
I
did
don't
one
like
time, I
them.
think.
But with Reason Gaming, this is a roster that I wanted to see basically whether or not the old guard could still perform, as it were. They definitely thought they could still perform. And off the back of that Malta result, I think they've got a long way to go before they find their way back into the top tier of amateur Call of Duty.
Connor? Yes, no.
Connor's dead, which is great. So
I'm just updating the stream information because I like viewers.
that's
So
fine.
I'm clickbaiting the stream information.
Well, everyone in the let me just do this. Everyone in the stream, or everyone in, hang on, I've got to do something. Sorry, everyone in the stream. What do you guys think? Because you guys can talk to us. This is an interactive stream after all, so you guys can tell us what you think about each team that plays.
My glasses are dirty as shit, mate. So I'm undecided now, so that's whether that's a 2-0 victory for Reason or what that is. I need information.
For Reason,
Who
undecided.
do you play now? Team Clash, apparently. They play Team Clash next.
Oh, is that their next match? That should be pretty interesting because, of course, Clash at the Italian side.
Yes, correct.
Yes.
Right, what other streams have we got up? Who's in what round? Keep an eye on Twitter.
I do have Roma. He's currently in the middle of a stream.
Is it?
In
It's just the middle of
in
a.
between games.
Alright, okay.
I think we have Chain.
Chain? I just saw that.
I'm pretty sure he's currently in a game.
Yes.
Or
Check who it is, who they're playing. So
it's Singularity, obviously.
Singularity versus who?
Oh, I think it's against Eternal. I'm pretty sure this is Singularity versus Eternal. I'll double check the bracket to make sure that is the case. But I'm fairly certain that this is Singularity versus Eternal.
This is round 3 as well. Hold on, I need to change the stream over.
Yeah.
So this will be round 3,
If you can.
and this will be SNG. I'm just gonna put it as Singularity actually.
Yeah. Oh, he
Singularity
fucking chased me straight away. Two cave.
versus Eternal, you say?
Mhm.
Guys, spawn front. They're at the back.
What's that? Is it just those three? Oh, just classic then, yeah.
I'm stunned hard front.
Yeah, so it's X-Links, apologies. That's the
Hi,
team.
Sandbag.
X-Links
Fucking
Esports.
debated me again.
Get fucked.
Yo, hold me cut. I'll hold yellow.
There we go.
Stun front yellow. Oh my god.
Is that what you want? Maybe you put yours on? Yeah. Okay, so.
I need help. You make cut.
SNG then. What do we think,
Make
if
cut
anyone's
them,
here,
make cut.
about them last 2K? Because honestly,
I need
they
to spend
should have
5
really
now.
got further than what they did.
I'm netting your half wall. I netted half wall.
S&G. I don't know. This is the thing, right? I mean, you look at their performances across the first few.
Half wall's gonna get me. One
just
shot
put
half
the
wall.
side
On hill.
on. You look at their performances across the first few 2Ks, and actually they've had a fairly varied performance. Last week was a top 8, which is totally in character for Singularity. That's not to say they're bad, but you take a
On
look
the
at
table.
sort of the performances that Team Singularity have had over the first few 2Ks. Again, we can go
fuck,
back
two
and take a
table?
look at it. Top 16 in the fourth one, top 4 in the fifth, and of course top 6. They got top 8 in the sixth one. So
I think Mez has gone to get breakfast.
hang
It's
on,
probably what's
apologies,
happening. Right, now Brody's gone as well.
Yo, smoke off.
We're sitting here with our brews, boys. So if you've got any brews with you, I strongly recommend that you take a few sips.
I
So
got a
we're
Lucas
getting
head.
Hey,
I got a Lucas head.
you got a Lucas. Is that your breakfast, mate?
Nah, I just got some. Have you seen the new Milky Bar mix-ups?
No. Anyway, we're watching Emigrant Chain, so I hope you can join us for that.
Yeah, so I'm getting that. Maga win.
Yeah, they did. Chain is currently slapping. It seems that SNG are outperforming the Spaniards here on X-Links. I believe Chain has got SNG have got a fill in this time, if I'm not mistaken.
They're playing X-Links.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not really that hard. I mean, I rate them, but I don't think they're that hard.
Wait, is Chain even playing with SNG?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Nope. Let me tell you now. Full screen. Look at the deaths.
Satan, Mixo, Palpatine, unless they've all just got odd names.
What the hell? Maybe they might not be playing this week.
Well, Insight's live, isn't he? It's the Detain's in there, so I'm guessing they've just got funny gamer tags on. Someone check for Insight's Twitch.
I've got insights now.
Going up your half wall.
I wouldn't think they are. Yeah, he's in the same game.
Same game. Just under a different GT then.
Yeah, the old Palpatine. Oh, it might be Star Wars.
Well-
Satan, Palpatine.
Satan, yeah, he's a good Star Wars character, isn't he? Brody,
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
muted, by the way, if you're talking.
Definitely. No, it's not. No,
Connor,
yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Okay, look at my top.
I
You're
can't
so-
believe what you just said.
Bro, what?
Brody is hard triggered.
Oh yeah, I forgot his little Star Wars nerd.
Shut
No,
up, so
you
much.
literally look like Harry Potter. Get fucked.
Okay, I'm a wizard.
Okay. So that's what's cracking. We have Rico in
Bids is
round
Palpatine.
3 against Johnny W, which is
Oh!
that's funny.
Wait,
Yes.
Rico actually didn't get rounded. Fucking hell.
Bids
he
is
didn't.
Palpatine. Okay, that's fair. Thank you for that.
How does Ramsey know this shit? Like,
I don't know, to be honest.
Oh mate, Ramsey knows everything.
Ramsey's a god. He knows exactly what's going on, what's cracking.
Like, I'm not even joking. I would love to know what does.
I'm looking at the heading.
what?
Like, just how we get to all this information. Like,
Small absolute-
anything you need to know, Ramsey just knows it. I swear to God, like, it's
Yeah.
not even a joke.
Who
Like,
does
it's
he
not
speak
even-
to? Like, why do people...
That's what I mean. He just knows everything.
He just
He knows. He
knows.
probably knows when my birthday is. Oh, I don't even know it.
I don't even know when your birthday is.
Neither.
Yeah, that's because I shoot for it. Cheers, mate.
Don't
Table dead.
Don't care. All right, well, let's talk about this match because the match we currently have on the stream, Team Singularity.
Well, I just smacked it.
As we said, they just smacked. Well, it wasn't so much a smacking, but it was a pretty good performance out of Team Singularity, expected in round 3, right? I mean, I think
That's a smack.
everyone has points at this point in time. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure they
Round
earned
two.
points off the back of the second
Round
round.
two.
Yeah.
Brody's like,
I'm ordering. Yeah, we're getting free pizza. So
free pizza?
yeah, we got
Wow.
enough slices on Pizza Hut to order free pizza.
Mark that
Love
out.
it.
Fuck me, that's good.
I think I've got like 4
I mean,
slices.
you can hear the voices, and there was a screenshot on Twitter. Ramsey is just fucking Sherlock Holmes, isn't he? The deduction of this man is incredible.
I was about to make a joke then, but I'm not sure it's suitable.
Go for it, son.
I mean, I'm about to reference Madeline McCann, maybe Ramsey can help.
All right, no, never mind.
Yeah.
Well, don't make any references of any kind, please.
Do you
Not
want
today.
me to?
Not
Oh, I
today.
didn't know exactly how bad that was gonna fucking be. Jesus, son.
So, which stream are you watching right now? Chain or
Dane, currently.
Chain. CD is in a hard match, right? Our club peak round 3, 135 to 115. I don't know who's playing though, I'm trying to find out now.
Always not the best idea.
He's playing someone called Mugama, Raven.
Oh, is in iRaven.
No,
Oh.
that's a Raven.
No, that's so Raven. Yeah.
Oh, he's playing Jugs.
Oh, he's playing Jugs.
Oh,
Right.
it's playing
Yeah,
Jokes.
so
Oh,
it's
that's
probably
easy, isn't it?
Raven. It's probably Raven.
Yeah. Did you guys see that Lizzie McGuire was coming back, but they cancelled?
I don't think they've cancelled it.
Yeah, they restarted on Disney Plus, didn't they? And they've done 2 episodes, and they've said they don't want to do no more.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You see the video game that was made of it? Die Carly. She's holding the Glock.
Dear
I
me.
call it. Better
Die.
live stream with the most ever them scum.
All right.
Carly.
So that's what's going on right now. So that's 1-0 up for Team Singularity. I'll have a look at the match, see what the next map is. It's going to be St. Petro Search and Destroy, so they have no reason to remove that. And then followed up by Domination on Ramatsa. That one they likely will not play. I mean, the situation is actually a little bit weird at the moment because there's still no confirmation as to whether or not Ramatsa will be playing. Of course, come Minnesota, if it's not removed from the rotation, teams are going to have to play Domination on Ramatsa.
Well, you know what they're going
and
to do,
Arc
right?
Off Peaks Hardpoint.
They'll remove
they-
it
they-
like the day before.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they will.
You don't think
Yeah,
they'll
no,
remove
you
it?
want to?
I don't think they will. I genuinely do not believe that those maps will be removed from rotation. just knowing in the past how things have gone, I think there'll be changes. I think there'll be meta changes just before the event, like massive changes to spawns on maps and such like that. That's just
They'll nerf the MP5 or something soon, won't they?
yeah. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I think there is definitely going to be some big changes, shifts in the meta. Just well, not necessarily in the meta, but shifts in the weapons and their abilities and such. Just before the event, it's just how it happens. Spawns, I think, are going to be the biggest change. I genuinely think there's going to be a massive shift in the way spawns work just before the event. They do need changing at the moment. As it currently stands, spawns are fucked. Really, that's the best way to describe it.
You see that meme, which was like, fix spawns or draw 25, and then it was the
Yeah.
Activision.
Yeah, I mean,
Chris, you fucked it all
Chris,
up.
you shit kid.
Yeah.
You happy, golfer?
You
Yeah.
fucked it on mine as well.
Oh, you know what? Suck it up, Buttercup.
Buttercup, baby.
Oh, Chris, you here all day, yeah?
I'm here until about 6ish.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'm off for dinner with the ladies tonight.
Lady.
Yarp.
Right, now I need to figure all this out again.
You going KFC?
He's going KFC. Yeah, Chris only takes his
Yeah.
wife. Chris only takes his wife to be to the most classy of establishments.
Exactly.
Burger King.
I've just cropped myself. I'm a fucking moron.
Yeah, you are.
Connor, you're not supposed to agree. You can't.
Okay. CD and Co about to lose first map. They're being come back on.
Come back to
Right, you need to expand your vocabulary.
contestant.
Come back on. Contestment.
We left that in Black Ops 4, bro.
No, you didn't.
You fucking did not.
I'd love it if you did. Make casting with you so much easier.
No, listen. Just choose the words you want to hear. That's how I do it. That's why I never listen to Brody.
Use the words you want to hear. Who wants to hear the fucking word contestment?
Block it out your mind.
I can't. It's impossible. Bad word. Apologies, gents and ladies. We're just cropping.
Got to figure out everything again.
Because Chris, you know, as only Chris can do, fucked it all up.
Chris fucked it.
Same as always. Everything I
Fucked it.
do.
Honestly, Chris, I'm so proud of you.
Show all your class.
Being a cunt.
Connor's picture is still Connor's picture, which is fine because obviously Connor doesn't matter. But
Still couldn't fix his
Connor
weapon.
doesn't matter. Out of
Damn.
context with Brody Lyon. Please work.
Can't wait. I can't wait for Brick to fuck you up at London.
Rick and fucking everybody.
Rick to fuck me up, mate.
Oh,
Brody's been starting fights already, Chris.
why? What have we done?
This is the way.
As is the way that only Brody Lyon can do. Picking fights already.
What have we done?
He said that Brick's shit. Well, he said it was pure aggressiveness. He didn't say like,
Just,
oh yeah,
just venom. The venom. Unreal.
George said Brick is doing it, and Brody just goes, yeah, Brick is shit.
I respect that.
And ask yourself this: am I wrong?
Okay, so actually, CD and Co won map 1. They've just brought it back as
Just
well.
about. Grasped that one.
Oh wait, no, there's a contestment in.
Fuck you.
Right, you need to shut the fuck
Fuck
up.
you
right
and
now.
everything you stand for, son.
Oh, another contestment.
This is the reason why you don't cast grand finals, mate. You're never gonna get given a grand final in your fucking career.
This is the reason I hardly cash mate because Ruben shit on.
Oh, okay. Hold on a minute.
All right. I'm very glad that was lagged.
Yeah, me too. I feel like that could have been problematic.
Right, Chris eating is now on stream.
it's not.
It's now on my.
I mean, problematic if it's the truth. It's called a fact.
Um,
I know CD just lost. 249 to 250.
why are we not
Rip.
watching this then? Oh, I know why. Because Chris decided it's time to fucking jam the cans.
I did message to see if you wanted me in.
We always want you in.
You said yeah.
Who said yes?
You did.
Fuck this, fuck this
I know.
guy.
Right, where's CD stream?
CD. 2 E's and then 2 Y's and 1 underscore.
So when we asked what CD stream, you just
Right,
go.
and you said CD, and that was when I knew that it wasn't just fucking CD.
Yeah, but honestly, I didn't think that your fingers could like type that fast.
What?
Connor, are you alright, mate? Do we need to check
Nah,
you into
bro.
a facility today?
I'm so tired, bro.
Fuck me.
I'm ultimately tired, bro.
To be fair, I'm actually quite impressed he's here before fucking 3 p.m.
So is this are we watching the CD matchup rather than SNG? Yeah. I mean, we've already
Yeah,
started with
This
SNG.
is more interesting.
We've already started with SNG. SNG are 1-0 up already. So
Yeah, but goodbye, Clinic. You're not
what's
gonna
the
beat
org?
him.
What's the org versus what org?
And this is where Connor has told us to stream and doesn't know the fucking match, right?
Mate,
Which is
I asked
typical.
you at half one. No, when you're at half one. I asked you at 2, can I have the bracket? You said, yeah.
And
I
you've
said,
had that time, to go get the bracket yourself, you lazy.
just send it, mate. I sent it you last week. You said, or cheersing, as you would say.
All right, woman. Let's not have a domestic on stream. Handbags away.
I just want Brody's to give me the bracket.
Anytime now, Connor's about to go suck your mom, fam. It's just gonna all kick off again.
There you
I
go.
can't. I'm so upset I can never explain the context of that's great.
Right, I'll
Connor
ask
was
CD
at
for his,
Malta. Connor was so upset about something. I can't even remember what he was upset about. There's a lot of things to be
yes, you
upset about
can,
Malta.
piece of shit.
There was a lot of
No,
things
but
to be
depends
upset
how we
about.
word it.
There was a lot of things to be upset about Malta. But Connor was upset about one of them, and simply just when it was ranting on, and it was just like, honestly, mate, suck your mom, fam. That was how he ended the entire rant. Just like, I don't get it, you fucking idiot. Honestly, suck your mom.
That's the best thing to say, though.
I got straight taken back to when KSI fought Logan Paul for the first time.
Endura's Army is the team name, and they're going up against MI6 Recruit, spelt wrong.
MI6, I swear that was like a Disney Channel show or something.
Yeah, it's
It's
also the
MI
branch
Hive.
of government.
Yeah, very different.
It's what, Brody?
It's are you talking about MI High, which wasn't?
So we've established you used to watch it, you weirdo.
Yeah,
What's
in
wrong with
fucking-
that?
Get fucked.
Bro, it
What
was
is up
shit.
with you? What did you say it was called, Brody? MI6 or something?
Huh?
What did you say it was
MI6, yeah.
called? MI6 what?
Recruit
MI6.
spelt wrong, so we're gonna spell it as they spelled it,
Which is how?
which is
Imagine-
recruit,
imagine-
like
Imagine
brute,
being able to spell recruit
Like
to
what?
your...
like brute, RUTE.
Oh no.
How can you not spell recruit at your age? I'm finished.
It's okay. Some people
Doesn't
just
take
aren't
much.
gifted.
So
with
who's
words.
up in map count? Is it?
It's actually the MI6 recruit.
CD is 1-0 down.
Yeah, which is insane.
Sounds-
What is this MI6 recruit roster? Let's take a look. I want to see what they're losing to.
That's so
Wow.
disrespectful.
Wow.
What?
Oh, I feel bad. I mean, this is not a team. Like, this is probably one of the early potential upsets in the bracket.
So
right?
what?
I mean,
Sorry,
this is
just
not
to cut you
something-
off. What CD stream?
It's twitch.tv/CD with 2 E's, 2 Y's, and an underscore at the end.
Emphasize that again, please.
2 E's, 2 Y's, and an underscore at the end. There we go. So yeah, so this is not a team that that CD should be losing to be honest. Like, you look at the roster that they have, and I don't know. I feel like, personally speaking, if you were to tell me this was the team on paper, I feel like they should get a lot further in the bracket. So those of you who can't actually bring the roster up on screen, it's Felon, Endura, Robstar, CD, and Vortex. I mean, Vortex is an
Was
ex-pro.
this a different? Was Robstar playing on a different team last week?
No. It's CDs that's joined the team. CDs joined the team.
This
Who's
is a
he
pretty good
replacing?
roster.
Who's he replacing then?
I'm pretty sure CD did not play these last week, so I remember the
Yeah,
name
who's
out.
CD
remember.
replacing you?
Oh
mom?
my god, I don't know.
It's Chunk he's replacing. Oh no, so last week it was Felon, Enduro, and Robstar were there with Furious and Trunk. This week it's Vortex and CD joining in place of those two. I'd say you lose a little bit with not having Furious on the team, but you gain quite a lot with having Vortex and Robstar there.
Furious
Vortex, obviously being an ex-pro player, he's very good. He was praised, I think, for his play on Heretics towards the end of the last season, and of course Robstar. We all know what he can do when he's not on a bike. So
I mean,
No, we know what he can do when he's on a bike.
we know what he can do on a bike. We also know what he can do in game. He's a pretty good player. He had a somewhat solid season last year in the under-18 scene,
his welcome.
and yeah, and this, I think this is his
Your ego,
This-
mate, is out of control.
mate. I said somewhat. You only got third at Malta. Get fucked. Connor. You had to
yeah.
cast that as well.
And then I crash him out of my orc. You can't drop.
Yeah, I mean he crashed out of Malta, didn't he? So
I mean,
I think I made that joke actually like 4 times.
but yeah, so this is I mean, on paper, this is a pretty big upset early on. I don't know what like country these guys are from, this other team, but I can imagine that they'll be potential connection blame going on after this
Maui.
match if they do lose.
Maui reminds me of Jungle Book. Baloo.
Mate,
No.
no,
Never
you
watched Jungle Book?
need to shut the
You
fuck
gotta
up.
You just
stay
need
off
to
the crack.
Oh, I remember him more before when George referenced that stream. When I entered the stream and I go, they've had a quick toilet break and George is pulling his nose and sniffing it.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, Connor came back and just like after we went to an ad break, Connor comes back and introduces the stream. He's like, everyone's back on the stage, back from a quick toilet break, and I just get up from the desk just like, oh!
For God's sake.
No, I pulled a few
dear.
gags at Moa, like the one where cooking came in with my coat on and my hair ruffled because it was windy out.
Yeah.
Quality stuff. Gags all
the
around,
tweets.
boys. Gags all
All the
around.
tweets. Why is it in a tent?
Why is it in a tent? God, I couldn't. How do you explain that venue though? Like, it's not a tent, but what is it?
A gazebo, I'd say.
Not even a gazebo.
I think that's the closest you can call it.
It's like
A death fucking trap. That's what it was.
gulag.
Right, anyway, moving on from talk about Malta, because I have a feeling we'll never get a job again if we keep on talking about it. Talking about this match between CD or Endurer's Army is the team name, not surprised, against the MI6 Recruits. I should stress that it's the MI6 Recruits spelled incredibly
Like
wrong.
Mons.
Just incredibly wrong. MI6 Recruits, they won map number 1. I believe you saw the scoreline, Connor. It was something really close, right?
250,
249 to
249.
250. It couldn't actually get closer if you tried, bro.
I mean, you could,
240.
'cause it-
249 and a half.
yeah. Like, oh dear. Just get contesting all the time. You could technically draw a 249, 249, Connor. So you're wrong.
I haven't seen a hard point draw in ages. I think we saw one in BO4.
Yeah, we saw one on Red Reserve World War II. That was a pretty big one, of course. I can't remember who they were playing, but it was.
No, we
Arden
casted one in
Forest.
BO4.
Why am I just said BO4 and you said World War II?
Yeah, I
we
don't remember one in World-
casted Red Reserve, now Orbit, by the way.
No, they're not. They don't have any staff apparently.
no staff. Not even,
staff.
not
No, we
even
know one.
loosely related. We know
Very
two.
clearly, they have at least one,
Two,
possibly
definitely.
two. I mean, I
Definitely
like
two.
it was never confirmed whether or not the ex-CEO Patrick, I think his name is right,
Yeah.
the CEO of Red Reserve was returning to orbit. It was never confirmed, so we can't
But
really say
it's
that.
in
factually.
his Twitter website link is orbit.gg.
That might be a case if he never removed it though. I don't really know personally.
Why wouldn't it have been Red Reserve?
I don't know. Maybe it's just really lazy. I'm just trying to state the facts here, which is we do know one member of Red Reserve, 110% is
Yeah.
currently in the management of Orbit GG. We know that factually. Can't.
I
there's no-
also don't know how because he hasn't done anything in the last year and a half.
What's his name?
Davey.
Come on.
I had a chat with him because I invited him to come on the Brommy Boys show, and he said maybe we'll do something about it. But then he went on another talk show and explained the whole thing, or at least one of the representatives from Orbit did, probably some spin doctor PR guy. And then said,
As if they have a PR guy.
well, at least probably someone who can at least spin doctor it. You know what I mean?
No, I don't have a clue what you mean. Politics student, no idea.
But then he said, probably watch that, and then you can talk about it on stream. Don't want to come on, and I was like, sound all right.
So, to confirm, we've got ESPU Davey for Brummy Boys.
No, we don't. He didn't want to come on. Didn't want us to ask him too many difficult questions.
What is 1 + 1?
Not enough for you girls. Probably won't well.
All right. Let's talk about this game. Move on from the shit talking.
You
That's
started
currently
this,
going.
technically.
What do you mean I started this? I said.
You went at bricks for then your tweet question. Just carry on.
Right. Okay. Back to the game then. Moving on from the controversy. Let's talk about CD's team and MI6 Recruits. Currently teaming up in the Search and Destroy. This is the kind of performance you kind of expect out of a team like this. Again, having Robstar, who was very good at S&D last year. CD.
Brody. Calm down.
Mate, shut the fuck up. At least I'm actually trying to analyse the fucking game, you absolute fucking homeless pig. Get fucked.
Robstar's not going to shag you, mate.
Might snipe you though, or crash into your stall.
With no extra damage.
I want him out of the venue. I want him out. Quality. Anyway, yes, you were saying. I do agree with you. Sorry to shit on you. But I do agree with you. This round, however, is not looking as hot for the boys on Endurer's Army. They are currently down to 3 versus 5. Having said that, though, CD gets one back with an A, but it's all gone tumbling down, and all left on to Felon. 1 versus 3, and not really a lot to do with it. Got both the obviously the OP weapons in the game, minus the 725, but even still, that's pretty nerfed now, and he's just been finessed. So
And also banned.
yeah, banned. He's just been finessed.
Can't use it.
I know. Would be pretty good if it would.
Wait,
I'm
what
stumbling
can't you
over
use
all my words today because I've had like 3 cups of coffee this morning and I'm just fucking.
When did you ask,
shaking.
Connor?
What can't you use now?
725.
Never been able to use the 75. It's been banned the entire since the rule set came out.
To be honest, I don't know.
All shotguns are banned.
Deadeye business. Go back to your drinks.
No one knows what's banned because a lot of it's just G8. So is it banned?
That's
Is it
what I was
G8? That's why everyone was confused about fucking Vickel's little streak at Malta. Was the personal radar banned? Was it G8? Who knows? We don't see streaks anyway, so
Pretty sure that was banned.
it was
That is
banned.
banned.
That's why we had the whole situation with them
Yeah.
bringing
Rumour
out a
has
band
it-
item.
Rumor has
Yeah.
it about that. It was actually that Sam Omni went to a stadium, called in the personal radar, and went back to watching the game.
No.
I'm joking.
Oh, you see him in a suit earlier.
Yeah, I wonder what he's doing.
We're getting off track anyway. Back to the game. We'll talk about that after. Seemingly at the moment, though, it is down to a 3 versus 2 back in favour of CD and the boys. They're going to be heading over towards this B-bomb site now. Sorry, A-bomb site. I am Spesh. There is another kill coming in through for Robstar, S&D Mastermind, Brody's boyfriend, and there it goes. The round has been won. It is 3-1. And now I think it's safe to say that they are doing a little bit better in this S&D. They are kind of running away
With the 2-round advantage. that they
well,
didn't-
we're
they
4
had
rounds
early,
in.
you
We're 4
fucking
rounds
idiot.
in. We're 4 rounds in though, and even the round that the MI6 recruits have won, it came down to a 1 versus 2. So
Right, crazy.
not necessarily convincing victories for the MI6 recruits. However, the guys on Endurer's Army are actually doing a lot better than that.
Right.
So that was a 3 versus 0. The rounds before they won was a 4. 4 left alive. So starting now to look a little bit hotter.
The Endurer's Army trying to make sure they don't chuckle it. You chuckled the first map. Don't
Yeah,
chuckle
they
this
did
one,
chuckle the
it's gonna
first
be a
one,
hot
didn't they?
badness for you.
Badness.
I
My
was gonna say-
God,
No,
I'm
I
buying
was
you
gonna-
a.
I
I'm
was gonna
buying
swear,
you a
but-
thesaurus, mate.
Oh, I was gonna swear, but I didn't.
I'm buying
Actually,
you.
I held my tongue for once.
I'm buying you a thesaurus. You must own. If you own a thesaurus, it's terrible. It's not only is it terrible, but it's also terrible. That's how bad your thesaurus is, mate.
I was about, it's in Cypriot. I can't
Do you not get it? Not only is it terrible, but it's also terrible.
Because thesaurus would give you an alternative
Don't-
to terrible,
don't-
but if it can't,
just
Brody can't
Don't-
fucking register
Just
it.
don't explain it for Connor, right?
I'm gonna have to.
Brody,
You're gonna have to. What was that?
My throat's gone. I was watching Jimmy Carr last night, and it was so fucking funny. My throat has actually just gone a complete mess.
He literally laughs like you put your golf club up his ass.
It's true.
Jesus Christ.
He does. Have you ever heard him?
Why are you a caster? Like, what?
What, Jimmy Carr is not?
No, you daft cunt.
I don't know. Ruben asked me to have a 1.0.
And then you just thought, yeah, I can milk this. God.
And he's so far.
Contestment my arse, mate.
His milk's absolutely everybody, so it's alright.
Contestment my arse.
I'm going through all the teams. Why is Dival the player?
Yes.
Why is his GB name Hawkeye?
Fanboy?
That's a bit weird, isn't it? Really, it's just like
Yeah, but
unless he's taken Hawkeye's GB account, that's weird. You
Hmm.
can buy.
As
You
in
can.
Hawk- as
People,
in
people
Hawkeye?
like yeah,
in Hawkeye?
Hawkeye is and the.
Well,
the,
maybe what it is that Hawkeye was already in the team, but then couldn't play it today, so they just have to change the gamer tag to make him eligible
nice explanation.
as a fill-in.
nice explanation.
Well, that's probably the only fucking explanation you've got, so fuck you.
Yeah, but nice explanation.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Means a lot.
Oh, fun.
Right, anyway,
Honestly, Steve and I are gonna chuckle this.
you think they're going to chuckle it?
Yeah, I think
It's
just
not-
after the first map, he's just.
If they lose this, though, I mean, seriously, like this isn't a rag on the opposition, but they shouldn't be losing in round.
But we
three.
could beat them.
I don't think we could.
we could.
I
could.
don't- no, I
I
don't
mean,
think
we are hindered
We got-
by you.
We got
One.
fucking Grandad in the top right. We got fucking
Exactly.
homeless man who doesn't touch his controller. Fucking
Keyboard
ever,
and mouse player in the bottom.
right. Fucking Connor. Right, just
Fucking-
smack his head
fucking
against the
Connor.
fucking equipment in the middle of the map,
Sue Perkins.
mate. I can bake up a storm. Don't you talk about?
Sue doesn't bake.
You just
She's the
present.
host.
How do you know?
Yeah.
How do you know she doesn't bake in her spare time? Have you read her biography, Chris?
Have
I
you?
bet you have as
Why
well.
would I?
That's
You?
the kind, that's the
Oh,
kind
you
of
bloody
biography
wrote it, so
fucking-
you should know.
Okay, Chris, I'll answer your question for you. Brody, do you bake in your spare time?
No.
There you go then, Chris. She doesn't bake in her spare time.
Solve that mystery. Oh, get pistol whipped.
What stream are you watching, Chris?
I'm watching Fringe.
Okay.
They're 1-0 down.
Just completely off topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wishing like switching between the two. So I've got CD on one screen and Fringe on the other one. Just so like as you guys are talking about CD, I can still keep up to date with it, but then also give you some more information on other streams going on, like
This
a
is-
professional.
This is the Chris
Yeah,
Curtis
it's
service.
crazy, it's crazy. It's almost like Chris is doing what we're here to do.
Yeah, I know.
It's incredible, isn't it? We probably should actually do what we're here to do, which is talk about the 2K. A little update off stream as well. We do have
Okay.
Team Singularity. They're winning their match. I mean, they're in the domination right now.
Oh, they
2-1
lost the
series.
S&D.
What? No, it's best of 5.
That's the five.
Oh, it's best of 5s from round 3,
Right.
is it?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
sound okay.
So they're winning their domination 157 to 55. Like, I'm pretty sure they've got this in the bag. There's
Finessed.
literally no way
Yeah.
that they could. I mean, there is a way they could lose it. I don't know, mathematically speaking, what 36 points.
Bye, Felon.
Yeah, they could still do it, but they need to get trip caps for at least 3 minutes. Like, I don't think
Yeah.
that's going to happen. So
I
I
mean,
think
that one's over. S&G have won.
I think X Links are out in top 128, which is
If you,
pretty,
if you
or
just
top
look at
64.
like, if you just look at that score anyway, and then you look at who they're playing, you just know. No offense, but it is.
Did you post the bracket anywhere at all?
Oh no, I've been trying
In
to
the
do that.
group chat.
I put it in the group chat. You
You
fucking
put it in the
morons.
group chat. Super,
Cheers,
thank
mate.
you.
Absolute dickheads.
Oh,
Hey,
we
I
do
was
have
just
a-
putting out a question here, all right?
Alright, we
We
gotta-
gotta so aggressive.
walking here!
Team were playing Lost Fall.
That's a win. It Lost Full
What's,
beat Rye Beams and stuff.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's an easy win for Team Wall, isn't it?
No, Lost
We
Full
do
beat
have-
Rye
I
Beams.
believe we have Team 3G going up against Brick's team, which is going to be a pretty intriguing
No,
matchup.
according to you
to
earlier,
say
it's
the
not going to
least.
be because Brick's shit, so...
Brick
No,
is
no, no,
shit,
no, no,
but
no,
I
yes,
just want
that's
to see
how
him
we
get
said it.
railed. I
That's
just
how
want to see him get absolutely railed by Brain and Co. So that should be an intriguing matchup to see how badly they lose. I believe they're 0-1 down. If they're not 0-1 down, fair play. Just fair play. Team 3G out in round 3 would be pretty impressive storyline. We're already looking down the barrel of CD's team potentially being out. They're already 1-0 down, but they're 5-3 up in the Search and Destroy as George
This
would say,
should be a
that's
win.
running away with
Mm.
it. I mean, they've got the 2-round advantage, so this is a dub already.
Yeah, this should be a dub at least. However, having said that, you know, there is a bit of a quick headshot onto Endura coming in there. Teammate killed as well by CD.
That's
these,
such a shit name.
they are chuckling this, actually. They actually are going to chuckle this. It's
Oh,
down
dear.
into a 3v5. CD's managing to bring it back with his supreme gun skill, clearly. But Vortex now down, so it's just down to the two young guns, CD and Robstar now. We'll see what they can do. 2 versus 4. I mean, if Robstar's ability as prescribed by the ever-present Brody line is anything to go by, then this should be an easy clutch. But seemingly at the moment, it's all over the place. Dead Silence now available for CD. I'm assuming that Robstar's going to be trying to make a similar play. He has made one with a car bomb. That's going to be a kill. Now looking for more. Looking for anything prying around the edge towards this bomb. It's been dropped up towards the mid-street in between the two bomb sites. So they're in flux as to whether they want to actually attend towards this middle street area here. Robstar's kind of leaning over towards B, and so is CD, but they still need to retrieve that bomb. They're yet to get it in their grasp, and they're running out of time to do so. Dead Silence popped by CD as he's going to go up towards the top window, trying to get in behind enemy lines now. Going to creak open the door. No one at home. Got another door to open, but it's going to elect to go through the window. Out the back, finds the sniper spot, and now down into a 2 versus 2. They've even the odds, boys.
That was an interesting, like, shot from CD. It seemed like he wasn't going to hit him because that pillar looked to be in front of his head.
You know where to look. I think it's pretty easy to figure that one out. I think it's just a question of knowing where to
Yeah.
look. But I reckon they're going to be camping the
Yeah.
bomb here. They need to be at least.
100%.
So, never mind, they're not. They have time to go back to B. No, they're going to be shot from behind. Oh, CD's just got away with it. No, he hasn't. Never mind. They did kind of chuckled that from the early round. They nearly tried to clutch it back, but they chuckled it.
No, I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, beyond the team nade, which the team nade was pretty dumb. But I mean, you already lost the first round advantage by a headshot, the first player advantage by a headshot. So like,
Anyone got anything to add?
No, because I'm not even watching that game.
no,
Sound.
Chris is off elsewhere watching other games.
Sound, Chris. Good work, mate.
I'm trying to at least keep it fresh so that I can come in.
Well,
And just
we know where to go
elsewhere.
next. Yeah.
I mean, it's now officially mathematically impossible for Singularity to lose round 3, so they're definitely.
Okay. So
through.
they're up to 4 now.
So they're up to round number 4. I'll have a look where they go next in the brackets.
What's that in that 400 points?
I don't know, but I don't think it really matters because I think it's. I mean, it's not guaranteed that they'll get more, but they're on a good path, and they always are.
That will get more.
Yeah, they likely will get more than the 400, as it were. I mean, their next team is either 32 team passes, by the way, or Tech 10 Gaming.
32 team
So I
passes.
mean,
That's all right.
32 team passes is we'll know them as Tom Tation, Radical, Kiwis,
Ugh.
and Varsity.
Who plays for Triton Gaming?
For who?
Triton Gaming?
I didn't hear it, but
Triton. Brighton.
Triton.
Triton Gaming.
All right. Right. Okay. Jack, Faithless. I don't know if it's CR or KR. I never knew like, the way to
Fire,
pronounce
isn't
that.
it? I don't know.
Sire, I don't know. Dim and Vital. So that, I mean, to be fair, I feel bad, but that's just the bracket they've been given. I don't think Singularity are going to struggle at all playing either.
Not
of
until
those
at
two
least
teams.
quarters, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really going to be a problem, I think, for Singularity. Looking elsewhere in the bracket, we'll go from the top and see whether or not there's going to be any interesting matchups coming up anytime soon. Again, I mean, the thing is, for a team like Team War, the benefit of having the first seed is that they don't really face anybody
Anyone.
tough like until like round
semis,
5. Or say, yeah,
Quarters, yeah.
it's not hard. I mean, their next round matchup. To be fair, the next round matchup's going to be pretty interesting. They have to face a team by the name of Calate One Anno, which is Ninjaso, Aether, Alfoon,
Aether,
Gleitz,
sorry.
and Zappy.
Aether.
The
you mean?
Aether.
Aether.
Yeah, the Aether.
Just to let you know, by the way, Endura's army are chuckling this.
Yeah, round 11.
I mean, we don't know that 100% yet.
I mean, it's
you know.
round 11.
But
It's
to
round
be fair,
11.
George, they had a 2-round lead, and that meant that they were running away with it. So, as you say, they would be chuckling it.
Well, they did chuckle that first round with a team nade and everything, so now they've just chuckled another one. Now they've got to go on offense, they're on defense, which hasn't been particularly great for them so far. I feel like I should probably just give this one a bit of attention for a second, and we'll go around the grounds later on in just a minute after this map's finished.
Indeed, CD. Playing
What?
Assassin's Creed.
Hardcore
I didn't
parkour.
even know you could do that, but he's got his dead silent pops anyway.
But what use is this right now?
Yeah, I don't want to say a bit of a waste because if there was to go middle,
Well,
then
he's
yeah,
now in a
fair
power.
play,
He's now in a
but
power
wait,
position.
Whoa,
Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
I think,
Whoa.
did CD just DC?
I think, not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that. Well, hang on, I'll listen to game audio, see what's been said. I don't really know what's going on. There might have been something wrong with the rules, maybe.
Lost connection to
thing.
host.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Or, in the words of every player on the other team, GB admin, please.
Gee,
I mean,
that's
that's
going to be a
that,
for sure GB admin moment.
That's going to take a while to sort out. So we'll leave that match for now because
Just give me another one to
that's
watch.
that's going to be a problem. I kind of want to see what's going on with Brick going head to head with Team 3G to see how badly they're getting railed. Oh wait, 4-0. Never mind, it's 4-0. Don't worry about it. Ignore that. We'll look elsewhere. I mean, to be
I'm
fair,
currently in Amelia Rose's Penguin. I've just lost the first map 250.
this is a good question actually, right? Because
Okay.
this is a topic that's kind of controversial at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about this because obviously this is a conversation that's been going on for years, right? Females in COD, right? So obviously there's nothing.
Really want to talk
inherently
about
wrong.
this now?
Well, yeah, because it's a relevant point, right? So I see very often certain people in the community, not Amelia, I will say, and I won't name names, that complain about not being rated as players. Yeah, I've never seen them do well in any tournament or as such. What do you guys think about that? Do you guys think there's any sort of anything to it, or
Yeah, the fact that you've never seen her do well.
so like this is the thing, right? I mean,
What is there to it? It's
Yeah.
nothing about her gender. She's Just
Not good.
Not as
I
good
mean-
as not as good as people like Dave. Nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, everyone's playing COD. It shouldn't be a fucking like
yeah. I
gendered
think there is.
thing.
I think there is though. I think in some lads' minds that do play COD, it's like we don't want a team with a girl because they
This
don't
is the
take
difference between
it's
COD and any other
serious.
esport. Is COD is like I feel like COD's got this like fucking football mentality about it, where everyone who
'cause
plays
everybody
COD
tweets
is
about
like
football 24/7 on the.
everyone who's in COD is just like a fucking sportsman, or at least thinks they are. So they just have this kind of like gendered bias because like
Literally.
like women, for example,
know.
like they can't run the 100 meters as fast as a man can or something. Like fuck.
I think if obviously,
Yeah, boys, hang on one sec.
I think if said person is good enough, like the female is good enough, then obviously, it should be given the chance. I don't really think it's a lot to do with you're female, so you can't, because there's females that are better than half people that are trying to compete. Like we've casted some.
I mean,
shit
Amelia
people.
is probably better than most fucking dudes in the scene.
She's at the high end of that scale.
Yeah.
And I know this team as well is planning to go. So
Let's check back in with Shane. For now,
I've just won. There's no point.
have they? Okay.
Well, just keep you updated.
Who can we check in?
Frimjay stream as well.
I'm dipping for 15 minutes, boys. So
Okay.
enjoy the stream.
Don't leave the call. Okay, he hasn't.
So yeah, just keep you updated with the Frimjay game as well. They're currently 1-0 down in map count.
Right.
They're currently in Piccadilly Search and Destroy. They were 4-0 down in the Search and Destroy. Managed to pull it back to now 5-0. So it's in round 11.
What are these team names, by the way? I'm going to put it
So
up.
it's Frimjay, I think it's Pioneers. Him and his team are representing. The other team, all I know is that it's Sane, Hypno, L-Turn, Beans, and Dingbat.
What's their name on the bracket?
I couldn't see them on the bracket. Control F for Pioneers, but they might be playing under some weird name, like 20%.
So what's the map count?
It's 1-0 currently. It's to Dingbat. And
Okay. Right. We'll quickly bang this up.
Watch from Dre's stream.
Jay.
Yeah.
I got it.
Oh, well, that's huge. Ruby's just picked up a big 2-piece to open up this round. Frimjay picked up one more, 4v2. This is
God,
gonna
stop
be
snorting
over.
coke. Fucking hell.
I'm snorting my phlegm because it's just out.
That's gross.
Oh, there you
Right,
go.
anyway, back to Frimjay.
Yeah, so 4-2 in players left alive. It's looking really quite good. They've got full control over B and Archway. They've got cuts covered onto A as well. There's no way that they lose this now.
You'd hope not, at least. It can still fall apart. Let's not put that out of the order. I mean, Dingbat and Co are a pretty good S&D team. They got up to 5-5 already in this. So I like F Frimjay's position here simply because like he's playing like a one and done spot defending his B bomb site. So if they do decide to rotate round to it, he can just at least get one kill and put it down into a 3 versus 1, which is actually not going to go his way because he's going to go challenging ahead of time. You would assume now though that the guys from Dingbat's team are going to head towards that B bomb site, considering it's now freed up. At least you'd hope they would. Don't really know exactly what they're going to do next because we can't see everything. We have to go from different players' perspectives.
Well, we've got one in bookstore.
Oh,
literally
shit.
Liam. That timing.
Oh shit! They're
Oh,
chuckling
dear.
it, Chris. They're chuckling it. It's down to a 1 versus 2, and it's just MBK, the natural born killer, ready to try and take this one back from the clutches of defeat. Bombs down already in a 2 versus 1 against him, and he's running very quickly out of time. He's managed to find one. Now down into a 1 versus 1, going to head towards the lower underground section. Now baiting that death cam, coming right back up, and he loses it. He's actually going to get caught from the side, and it is going to be 5-6 in favour of Dingbat and Co, and that is their 2-0.
No way. When you're in that situation, when there's 4 players to 2, if Frim's getting that aggressive over an Archer, he doesn't need to be. Like, in that position right there, you sit back and you hold tight. You've got somebody watching your cross over towards that site, over towards Arches. You don't need to challenge anything. And because he got overzealous, a little bit greedy, he's cost his team there.
0 dear. Rough times in the Pioneers camp. They're not very happy with that either. They're actually getting a little bit infighting now, so...
Well,
Keep it chill.
they did the same thing last week as well. I think they got knocked out in round 3 again. So it looks to be a recurring theme now. Is
I don't
as soon as something goes against them.
Best of 5s, right? Still best of
It is a best of 5, yeah. So they've still got
Well
the
done.
domination. but they did the exact same thing last week. As soon as their heads went down, they started arguing amongst themselves. It all went to pot, and yeah, they were straight the back out.
Piccadilly S&D for Amelia and Co. want to whoop.
I tried looking on Amelia's stream, but it apparently wasn't.
No, I've already DM'd it. Yeah, where it is. It's on Penguins. I didn't DM it yet. Wait, I'll put it in the chat now. There you go. That's
we're
it.
gonna keep an eye on this Dingbat stream.
Mhm,
It's French
yeah.
stream. It just means the thing is I have to update the overlay and stuff every single time. The annoying part about it. Right, someone take this away for me. Give me some opinions on social media management.
Okay,
Right,
well,
socials.
nah, just talk. So, I mean, looking at this Frim J team, and I mean, I'm just gonna try and turn up a little. I can hear them
I have an
Fine.
update.
going off against each other now. Like, kind of, again, it's very much the same sort of thing as it happened last week. You know, they went, I think they lost the first map 250 to 249 last week in their round 3 matchup. And that already put them on edge because they shouldn't have lost it, basically. They had control of the hill and they choked it. And then, yeah, it kind of went across into the Surge and Destroy and the domination. And now it looks like the same thing here. They lose map number 1. They argue amongst themselves as to how to fix it. And then they go into the Piccadilly. They go 4-0 down. And they do manage to pull it back, obviously, to 5-5. But just ridiculous plays, like needless plays as well, cost them. And so they're going to go into this domination. I think it's going to be very much the same case. You know, they're going to be arguing against themselves. It's not going to be as crisp and as clean as it could be, but they're playing a pretty good team in Dingbat, Beans, and Elturn.
An update on the CD match as well. They actually did lose map 2. They've been scrubbed for wrong.
I've been scrubbed for wrong rules.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He said lost map 1, 249, 250 because Fedon lagged out and we had to get to 4v5 the game. Map 2 being scrubbed for wrong rules. Why did I wake up this morning?
So is that 2-0 down now?
Yes.
It's rough.
I'm going to get their stream up as well. Just keep
Who
it
are they
ready.
playing again?
They are playing against the randoms. I'm playing against the randoms. Just like random team you've never heard of. But they're not English, I don't think. I think we know that much.
Analysis and
Well, I'm just having a quick peek over towards the Amelia and Co. as
Yes.
well. Watching the Penguins stream.
Yeah.
And yes, it's an interesting strategy they've got here. They're playing really quite passive on the back end of a site on St. Petrograd. I mean, they've managed to somehow pull us into a 2v3 situation. And it looks like A might be opened up a little bit, but oh, it almost got swiveled on there. It does get taken down. Now it's a 1v2. Doesn't win the second one because he had been taken out quite severely from the previous fight anyway. But, you know, it's not a play that I like. You know, if you're going to play St. Petrograd and you're going to play that A site, you've either got to be real aggressive and try to take that A site very quickly because you can get locked out of there because there's so many power positions, or you decide to try and like outflank them, so you go through towards B site or through mid to try and catch them off guard. But from that play right there, they played it slow, they tried to push through the archway, and they were just shut out.
Completely agree. You've got to play that one like proper fast. So if you're not, you're probably going to get punished for it. You can always attempt to win points, I suppose.
right, boys. I'm going to bring your attention to the fact that we've got the Pioneers match currently going on in domination.
Yes, it's currently 50-28.
Yeah, 55-27 is what I've got. Do I need to refresh?
No, you're in front of me.
Okay,
I've just got loads of streams open, so I'm going slow.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
But right now they're on trip cap, looking pretty tasty, looking pretty strong.
See dead, one B.
I was going to make quick.
Metal stairs
inspection,
to beat,
mate.
metal stairs to beat.
I'm unmuted.
Nice, mate. Get yo, Sean, get metal stairs, go.
I need to turn Frim J down. It's being too loud for me. I can't even concentrate on what's saying.
Well, to be fair, this game's actually going against what I said. They've managed to hold on to both A and B quite successfully. and they've managed to build up quite a nice lead. You know, they're up by nearly 50 points now, so like 47, I think it's 45. And yeah, looking really strong for them. They managed to get into a trip cap momentarily, and they seem to have, you know, separated their differences now and actually put it into a good momentum.
Are they gonna keep it going? That's the question. Do you think they can pull the reverse or what?
It's going to be a difficult task. I mean, Elton and Co aren't even bad, particularly bad players, or a team that I reckon these guys could feasibly reverse sweep. I'd say they're pretty level pegging.
That's 4 down.
They are doing all right here, though. They've nearly got the C cap again, for the triple cap continuing. So this domination's very much going their way. I think the question for me is if they can do the hard point, then by all means there's definite possibility for a comeback, because their S&D was close anyway. And they really should have won that last round. They just chuckled it. So I think it depends on the hard point for me. If they win the hard point, they will reverse sweep, but if not, well, obviously they won't at that point. But the hard point is the crucial thing. I think if they win the hard point, they win the S&D.
What a stun. Yeah, I agree, to be honest. I think, even before thinking about that, though, they need to win this one. Because it's domination, anything can happen.
Well,
4 kills in
they're
that
currently running off with
game
this. They're
finish.
already 60 points up, and they've still got, what, a minute and a half left in this half? This is already a pretty handy lead, and they can just hold 2 flags, or even 1 flag for most of the next half and be fine.
Amelia and Co are down 3-1 in the search now.
Rough stuff. I don't have the one open at the moment, but even still.
Shrimjay's popping.
Yeah, he's doing alright. He's doing
I like
alright.
this.
Is it 1 minute 13, 12 in your game now?
No, I'll just refresh.
Alright,
Yeah, I'm only like 3 seconds behind you.
that's calm.
But that's again, it's I've got 3 streams open.
Yeah,
currently,
yeah, yeah.
So.
So even
I'm
still, that's
fine.
Dead Silence now acquitted for Frimjay. Now going to look towards using that. Managing to just die over towards the left-hand side after capturing the B flag, though, so everything's fine with that. Liam D also coming in with the same kind of prowess. Right, the subs here are actually doing business. Rai and Liam D, along with Frimjay, just keeping this B flag completely locked down. They now know that they don't need to really overextend for this C flag.
Oh
They've
my
already got
gosh.
such a big lead. They're still continuing with it, though. They're still wanting to try and push up. I mean, Frim's already up on crates here, which is a pretty big advantage to have anyway. So I would consider this to be a really strong setup and a really strong half so far from Frimjay and the guys.
I didn't know that he was playing with Riri. God.
Yeah, he was phenomenal in that Surge and Destroy. In that final round, he picked up an amazing 2-piece.
The little
Still
Irish
lost the
one.
round, though.
Yeah, still lost the round, but you know.
He was good in Black
yeah,
Ops 4
shouldn't
as
have
well.
lost it.
Yeah.
Well, it
Hang
seems
on,
to have
wait,
captured the second flag now, so at least Elton and Co can start to mount some sort of comeback. But I mean, they're down by 70 odd points right now. It's
Half's
looking,
about to end, yeah.
yeah, it's tough for them to try and get back into this. They've got to hope for it, a triple cap
Yeah.
for quite some duration,
I
really.
think about 2 minutes, really. We can put them close. I mean, 2 minutes would
It
put
would
it
be,
as,
yeah.
what, 60, 70 something points. They need 2 minutes worth of a trip cap, uncontested as well, straight. I don't really know how feasible that is for them, to be
I
honest.
mean, I want to say it's not. I don't want to say it's impossible because if you switch back to Mortar and how Blacklaw opened their domination to Electrify and then Electrify made it what a 3-point difference in the end. So it is possible, but if a team like Blacklaw slowed down in that scenario though, so if Co obviously continue
Yeah.
power, then it will be impossible because it's just not going to happen. Same with that. Same with the SMG in that map just then in their domination. If you're down that much and you're against a team that can continue to perform like this and not slow down, then you're fucked.
Yeah, I don't really know here, to be honest, because that B flag has just gone away from them very, very quickly, and they didn't even look like they were really in with much of a shout of it. Dead Silence now going to be popped for Frimjay. He's going to be looking towards an overextension of some kind here, or trying to get into an area of the map which has yet to be opened up. Rai manages to find 2, but Frimjay's going to get taken down. A flag is actually closer towards the location of the players from Pioneers at the moment, which probably could lead them towards looking for the split caps and leaving them to spawn out on the B flag. It's not usually the diagnosed, or at least the prescribed method for this particular map, at least. I've found that the spawns over towards B are often a little bit lackadaisical, flux in between both sides, and can allow you to rotate towards A because it's the closest spawn to the flag. So I think this is why I think on this map especially, holding the A flag is actually better side most times. I think holding C is pretty useless because the spawns that you get for B are absolutely shit. So I think if I was these guys now, they're actually getting trip caps. I'd want to just overextend for A if I don't spawn there already, which they have done, fortunately, so they can probably try and turn us around now. The trip cap might actually go against Dingbat and Go here.
Yeah, they've given up control of the A to try and cement that C flag themselves, but it looks like the one player was around the back, does get taken down, unfortunately. But the A flag has been gained for their home, so they can at least try to spawn up somewhere consistent this time around. But they are getting absolutely
And split spawned
destroyed.
as well.
Well, I mean, they did like push up onto that A site. They are capturing that one back, trying to go for the trip cap once again. They now brought it back within 42 points. So, this is actually really good from them. Really good.
I think holding the B flag on this map is so powerful as well because of the way that it influences the spawns. The spawns that you actually get influence from the B flag, you can influence the B and A flags as well. Bit of body shooting going on and all that business too. So they've managed to repossess C. A still got progress on it. Having said that, now they've just lost C. It's going to take a 2-piece from Frimjay to reclaim it. Going to get it in the end. Got Dead Silence back as well. C's being depleted, but A's being captured. So decent work here from... Sorry, other way around. C's being captured, but A's being depleted from the guys on Dingbat and the Coast side here.
I've just found their match on the bracket. So
What are their team names?
To get their full roster, it's CB Facking for obviously Riri, Frimjay, Shawnee, Liam D, and YRMBK. And Stationary Van is actually Alturn, Hypno,
Stationary Van.
Will Sane, and Dingbat. And if this is to go to map 4, it's going to be a hard point good runner as well.
Right, okay.
Okay, wait. They've changed the maps around because this is supposed to be Ramaz Domination.
I think people are just not playing Ramarza because I think it's going to be removed. So I think we'll see a lot of that. We won't see a lot of Ramarza, in all fairness, today.
Yeah, I agree. To be fair, this is getting very close. Like I said.
Yeah, they have actually brought this back.
How was that slide?
This is the thing though, Frimjay here, obviously they've got the A flag now, which is the preferred flag in my opinion in order to influence the spawn to B. They've also got 3 players stacked up around B and then Frimjay over towards Pipes as well, or in the office, sorry. So he's actually got loads of time to transition between these 2 flags, should he need to. Now in toward the Pipe building. Frimjay's just kind of...
Yeah, that slide is
the slide cancel mechanic thing.
Yeah, well, how is that
Slide through, straight the way through the pipes.
Oh, the vents, yeah. It's dumb. It's so dumb.
What's
You should be punished for going through that. Like, with it being such a powerful shortcut, you shouldn't just be able to slide straight through the whole thing.
No.
Like, it genuinely does fuck with timing so hard on this map as well. Especially in S&D. Like, you slide through that, you're actually basically halfway towards the B bomb site. As much as you never want to go B on this map anyway.
I'm not sure. This is mathematically impossible.
No, it's not mathematically impossible yet.
Yeah, it is. Every 5 seconds.
Every 5 seconds. So it's 60 seconds in a minute. It's every 5 seconds, right?
Oh, yeah.
So your 3 points, 36 points is what you maximum can earn in a minute.
Yeah, you're right.
It's very soon to be if they don't trip cap again, which they're trying to do, but obviously the B flag's just been taken away from them while they've been going for A. So, as far as I'm concerned, if they just hold this for like another 15 seconds, they should be in the clear.
Should be perfectly fine right away with this one now.
Yeah.
Take it to the hard point.
Yeah, on the way. Finally snapping back, it seems. There we go. Righty ho.
What did you just call me?
Righty ho.
Cool. He called you a hoe, Chris, I believe.
Unbelievable.
So Frimjay is that? I forget what Frimjay is.
Just his Twitter.
So it's FRIIM.
No, his stream, sorry. Not his Twitter, my bad.
FRIIMJ, I think it is.
Yeah. Literally just his Twitch.
Got it, okay.
This is interesting. Amelia and Co. was 5-1.
Oof. It's rough.
I've just tuned into that game.
Well, they've got this A site locked down, but it looks like they're going to be going into it in a 4v4. Maybe they had a 4v3 as Penguin picks up the first down by the boxes, which is a pretty good pickup as well. But now, oh, that's more like it. That's more like it. It's going to be 5-3. There's no way they lose this 1v4 now. Well, okay. There is a way.
I haven't got this up on stream, so just give me a sec.
Yeah.
What's the Twitch?
It's in the chat. It's literally man penguin, but with a Q. Not a G. It's now 5-4. I've never heard of this other team as well. So
Oof.
I
That's
will,
a touch and
however,
go.
find this on the bracket quickly.
I think the team name is Emilia Isabuta.
Yeah,
Of course she is.
they're playing IOD.
Yeah,
If they
it's-
win
I'm
this,
not updating the stream graphic because we're going to be going
Yeah.
back to Frim J very soon anyway. I've
they
just
will
removed it.
play British Lions next, but they're playing. I don't even know who they are actually. So I'm
So are
not-
they 1-0 down currently?
Back up now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1-0 down. It was 250 to,
Whole crosses.
I'm just not on site, by the way. I can't really see anything.
and now there was 5-1 down in the search, 5-4, and they have man advantage on their lives. Going for a little car bomb right there. Gonna connect to nothing. Still though, to be honest, to a 5-5, it's interesting. Right now, the other team must be shaking because 5-1 to 5. Something's
5 on
going
3. 5 on 2.
Oh, phaser.
Yeah,
5 on 1.
Oh, dearie me. And that's a GG.
Well, it's 5-5. It's round
I
11.
might be wrong in saying this, but I think Phaser.
I think Phaser what? 1 second, lads.
I think he was the first person to ever pick up a 1 versus 3 at EG.
God damn.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, this is the team I took under Future for the first ever event. It was Penguin and Phaser and 3 others.
Right, okay.
So I've known these guys for like 8-7 years. But yeah, I think he was the first person to ever
I don't know.
S&D. He was on Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Just a little statistic that I give out.
Terrible
Yeah.
football team. An okay map.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was alright for S&D. Didn't like it for Hardpoint or
Oh, CD and Co are in their dominate. They are actually playing Ramaza 80 to 86 currently, so it's a very close game. First half is about to run out of way though. Head up. B flag is going to be defended. A 2-piece comes in for the opposition. So
why are you casting a match that we haven't got on stream, dude?
I don't know, bro. I'm just not giving you an update. I'm not passing it.
Just give us a brief outline.
To be fair, this one's actually 2 versus 3 now. Phaser just managed to get 1 player off a bomb. It's just going to be a difficult situation to try and rectify, of course, but the dead silence is actually working wonders. He's going to try and do the full wrap on towards the A bomb site, try and catch anyone else planting. He's actually done it again.
no
He's just done the
way.
same play twice. And now he's going to get caught out. Now it's all on to Brian Ater, and it's done. That's 0-2 now for these
That's so
guys.
unfortunate. Who had 14 kills then?
Probably Phaser.
I think it was phaser.
I don't know how long I have to
That's
fucking
rough.
watch it for. Like, every
Jesus,
single
man.
day.
So unfortunate.
That MP5, man.
It's gross, isn't it?
I need to start using it instead of the MP7.
No, it's Blue Spider, and then Phaser at 11. How do you lose that S&D? What? You had 11 and 14 kills.
I might go in their Discord and say, how do you lose that?
What are you doing?
That's rough.
That's very rough.
That is really annoying.
That's rough.
To bring
with
it
the
all the way
badges
back
out.
as well for that.
I'm going to go and get a quick cup of coffee whilst I wait for these next few games to start up then.
Alright.
I'll be back in just a second.
To keep updated on the CD,
Yeah, I'm going to put that one on the stream now.
it's 104 to 105, so this one is
Yeah,
literally...
we'll hop in this one up.
someone in CD's chat is I am Donald Trump.
Right.
Oh, CD of shots, 4 down.
CD with shots. What's he got?
CD.
Jaeger.
He has something. I've actually done a Jaeger.
Sound.
When we all went out for Mortal 2.0, so I didn't stay with you.
No.
I stayed with Smallhead.
Yes. Either way, this is a. This isn't looking very cash money for CD and Co. Actually, they're down 2 flags right now, and they're losing ground pretty quickly. Obviously, down in the game, down in the series. Obviously, they're knocking on death's door here. If they don't get a win on this map, they're done.
What I find interesting, like putting these 2 teams on paper, they should not be close.
No.
I think maybe map 2 would have went their way on that round 11 if.
Are they using
didn't
streaks?
Yeah, probably breaking G. I mean, they got scrubbed, so they're definitely.
Probably yes. I'd assume that'd be the case now. Breaking GAs because they got scrubbed for map 2.
Yeah. It's just
Either
the
which way,
it's the way of the world.
you'd hope that this map can kind of spin back in their favour, considering as they now have like the B flag in control, 3 kills fall for them. One player trying to push towards C, a little bit cheeky there on the overextension. I don't know, really. This one's looking a little bit weird. This map is very close already. Obviously, it's Ramatsu, so there's not a lot that can be said about it overall. It's very fluctuative. It's very random at times. Difficult to call, really. Still, C's being held. CD's got a big grasp on that one. They're slowly coming back into this one. They're going to be 2 points just behind. It will soon switch to 1. CD wins that gunfight. It's very crucial. He will do so. Gets another player challenging him, though. That's another 2 players. It's going to be up to a big gunfight here from Vortex. Can't win it. Team nade in will not stop the fight on towards the C flag.
140 to 140, man. I don't know. They started to chuckle the S&D. The first map was chuckled as well. You really want to hope the domination don't get chuckled.
Yeah.
Especially if they're getting scrubbed as well. You might, like...
You lose your head, don't you?
Yeah. You're not in the right mentality still. Unless, obviously, you have that competitive's mind. And right now, as an IM team, not a lot of people have that, to be fair, so...
There's other teams to do it, though. Endura's been doing this for years. He can kind of
Yeah.
lead these younger guys to kind of the right mentality, at least.
He just has to lead the way.
Yeah, currently CD, though, is getting a bit bummed as he tries to overextend. They seem to just be kind of trapped into defending C here. No one from the other side of things wants to really head towards B, seemingly. In the MI6 recruits.
Oh, that's going to be tough. That's a big pickup on the opposition. But Fellow gets 2 in the C flag.
C's just like the point of contesting here, isn't it? Everyone seems to be trying to scrap for it. B is obviously wide open. The spawns are coming in towards B now from the side of Endura's army. So you'd probably expect them to start trying to overextend towards A, maybe, if you're really looking for a trip cap. But at this point, it's probably the biggest lead we've seen all game now. 15 points in it. It's probably the largest expanse between the two teams. Obviously, in the second half already, we're just 2 minutes away from finding out if CD and the boys are actually going to be going out in round 3. 0-2 down already, of course.
This is definitely what CD and Co need as well. I think they win this.
Yeah.
This has to be a huge win. And obviously going into the hard point, can't afford to do what he done first map. But even in the same sense, Fedden lagged that first map, hence why 4v5, hence why the 1 point difference to the loss. So
Where's
if Fedden never lagged out,
Chris went to get a coffee.
if Fedden doesn't lag out in that scenario, you will be looking at a completely different game.
We've got a Ramatsu Dom on the cards here, Brody. We're kind of
Is it
keeping
actually being played?
we're
Yeah.
keeping ourselves in tune with the Fringe series that's currently going on, because they are 0-2 down, but so is CD as well. CD is now 0-2 down. They're
So
up.
which one is on stream?
We're doing an around the ground segment now. We've just been looking at Amelia Rose's team lose 0-2. They're down already. They need to go to map 3 now and win. CD is also currently in that map 3 on Ramatsu domination currently. They're up by enough points that in half a minute they will be able to win this mathematically. But they've still got to make sure they hold these 2 flags for the half a minute, and they've only just lost one of them. So this is still feasible for the MI6 recruit guys. However, CD's overextended towards A. If he can just hold this one down for a moment, then they should be okay to kind of take this game away. They are going to be close enough anyway. That C flag's gone away from them, so they're going to get temporary trip cap. Going to go back over towards the A flag, though, so they flip the spawns around. B is now under fire from Endura's army. They're going to capture that one up, and pretty much just any amount of time on this should secure the game for them. Having said that, though, 2 of them get knocked on down.
Oh my god.
And some fire towards the flag is going to mean that CD gets cut down as well. So this isn't done yet. This isn't over yet, boys. C going the way of MI6. B going the way of MI6. They can still bring this one back. They got half a minute. They do need to kind of trip cap for at least one of these for about 10-15 seconds, I believe.
They do need to trip cap. I don't think there's time to dwindle down. I think this is done.
Yeah,
This is
CD's
already
held
done.
this one down.
This is easy.
Oh, CD.
It's not mathematically possible for CD and Co to lose this one, so they will take each. Well, they're not even. They didn't win the search and destroy.
No, they
wow,
didn't.
I didn't realise. Wow,
They
they
got
They
scrubbed.
just split.
They got scrubbed.
I think I got scrubbed. Oh, what was the situation there?
Everyone lagged out, lost connection to host, and then they ended up getting scrubbed for the map.
Well, it was round 11 and they left and said wrong apparently. So
Yeah, round 11, wrong
they got
walls.
scrubbed
So.
on But that's
Either
who
way.
gets over at C. I will secure that win for them. Emilia and Chloe started Ramaza Dom. And
Brim J is up now. We'll go back into
Yeah.
this.
St. Petro, hard point, and it's a good start. Frim J and Co actually 8.
Right, let me just sort the stream back out. We'll put everything back where it's supposed to be. Connor, can you sort out your throat, mate?
I'm trying.
I'm sick of it, honestly, son.
I'm sick of you, but you know, we move. Oh,
What's the match from J and Co? Like, what's the teams?
Frimj versus Dingbat and Co. So Pioneers versus Dingbat's side. Right. On over. Here we go. Frimj boys up on stream.
It's a dominating start. to be
Behind me,
honest
they
with
spawned behind me. Water, bro. They spawned behind me. Water.
So they were 0-2 down. They're now up 1-2. Sorry, it's now 1-2.
you. Frimj is frying.
Yeah, with the subs seemingly as well. The subs on this team seem to be the thing that are actually kind of carrying it through. I haven't really seen too much from the AR presence so far, at least.
Yeah, because all I've seen in the kill feed has been just the MP5.
MP5. It's just been Ryan, Frimj, and Liam D, really.
Yeah, they go nuts. I mean, they were in quite a commanding lead to begin with, but they managed to like allow this to slip
Chuckled
away.
that as well.
Yeah, like they're down just to 20 points now, but thankfully they've managed to gain control of this bar hard point, so they can at least alleviate some of the pressure that they have been feeling and try to retain some of the map positioning. And the smokes are coming down into mid map as well, so that's going to block off some of their view, but they've done so well at pushing back the oncoming onslaught so far.
I don't have top blue. I don't have top blue. They could be on the
You
right.
and everyone else on the stream, we all good?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the match on the bracket.
They're not called Pioneers.
I
They're,
figured they wouldn't be.
they, it's like stationary caravan or something like that. Stationary van.
Stationary van.
Oh, I found it. And they already have their next match sorted, which is going to be pretty interesting. So if they lose this, Dingbat and Co will go on to face Yakko, Invidian, Super, Puny, and Buller, which is a pretty good team, I'd say, to be honest. They're the 6th-seeded team for a reason. I wouldn't want to fuck with them. That's
Yeah,
my,
but you don't want to play anyone.
That's true. That's very true. They're rounded straight away. Me.
Yeah, I have been for most of my career, so.
Depends who I get, to be honest, mate. Like, you know, you get brick round 1, fucking easy points, innit? So,
Still.
just kidding. Just kidding. No, we don't want to mess with them. So, is Dingbat? Do they have an orb or?
Yeah, I don't think so actually.
It's not anything that I've seen them publicly announce anyway.
Alright, well, we'll put him as. I'll put him as.
Oh, for him. You can't be losing that. Although the headshot multiplier on this game is ridiculous.
It is, yeah. I mean, what is it? How many? It's literally takes like 1 or 2 shots for a head, doesn't it?
Two,
that.
yeah. See, their rotations are really quite slow. They're just like second to it, like the last 2 points now. And it's costing them. Like they build up a lead and then they just like start to throw it all away again. Dearly me. I mean, all you can really do is contest until you get some support, which seems to have worked out. As Sean comes in with another 2-piece, which is good work. But they've got no one controlling mid-map, which is interesting. Like, why would you push Prim into that position with an MP5, really?
I don't know. Don't know, Jeff.
Even still, they're up by 100 points now. They should be toasty to kind of pull this one out. I mean, the rotations are slow, but they're somehow still coming out on top of most of these duels. They're managing to at least break, which I think is the fundamental thing. As much as they're not setting up, they're breaking within 15-20 seconds anyway, so they do win the lion's share of the hardpoint time. So at the end of the grand scheme of things, I wouldn't be too upset about it. Liam D actually manages to pick up a knife kill and an SMG kill there, which secures the rotation for them. A 3-piece for him overall, in fact. Frimj manages to come off the respawn and catch 1. So inside a cafe or bar or whatever it's called, pool, I don't know what people call it. But currently they seem to be doing alright. They seem to be looking pretty tasty.
And they're starting to get a bit more map control as well now with Frimj picking up 1 Liam D. But it's just really holding it down. They do lose the point though. So it'll be about 26 seconds that they'll lose off of this, but it's no damage really done to them as soon as they're up by quite a distance.
Yeah, and the rotation. I mean, the rotation is what's key here, right? I mean, they can give them their advantage. Just say, Chris. I mean, what they have a 224 to 108 on my screen right now. Given the advantage that they've got over the opposition, they can afford to give like that 20, 30 seconds of scrap time and just go over to the rotation and make sure secure it. It is important to win the gunfights on that rotation though, and saying that, they do lose a few. Primj throws a nade over that I think tags his teammate, takes Shawnee out of the equation, and now actually, just like that, they went for the rotation early on. It's a gamble that doesn't work out.
Well, they lost only a little bit of time. They managed to gain 10 seconds off of it, but I mean, they've got the spawns locked down anyway, so they can easily contest this one and just push their way through, take out the opposition. They're going to be let down behind the bunkers usually. They push their way in now. This should be theirs to lose, yep. And, well, really, the opposition, they have to flood this, and they have to do so now.
We're taking that. Tries to contest. There's 8 seconds left. I mean, this game is done and dusted already. I feel like there's no real way that they can lose this. Nobody close to contest, and that means that we are going to see a map 5 in this series between Pioneers GG and the stationary van. I'd love to find an explanation for that name. But we will be seeing map number 5, which will be pretty interesting. I believe that map will be Azir Cave S&D. So another map that's going to get removed from rotation, I believe. Could be wrong.
Is it a cave? No, I think it's Arclight Peak that's meant to.
Yeah.
It's Peak, not a cave.
What, an S&D?
No, nothing that's getting touched in S&D apart from the map. So as in just Arclight Peak. They're supposed to be throwing Arclight Peak completely out the window.
I mean, the map is way too big.
Yeah.
It is pretty large, isn't it?
Updates though, Amelia Rose and Co are currently in the lead in the Ramada domination, 147 to 136. CD and Co, their gun runner hard partners just started, and they're currently up.
Hey, sounds. I'm just getting a font in for the around the ground stuff when we do that segment.
I might switch over then. If you're watching the immediate game, I might hop on with Cerberus.
JRP OSP8, hello.
Insight.
Hello.
Hello.
Right, give me a match that we can quickly hop into. I've got.
Hey, Joe Pros. How you doing, bro?
I've got an eye on the CD match currently. You want to hop in? Just want to hop into that? I'll be doing around the grounds thing on the stream.
This Amelia one's got 2 minutes left, and they need to win.
Okay.
It's
what's...
very close.
Okay, I'll have a look.
Man Penguin.
Yeah,
with the Q.
Yeah. Man Penguin.
Yes.
Yes.
You can't spell penguin.
Who'd have thought?
It's your ex-team. Or your ex-team, I suppose. Right, so what games we got going on?
Man Penguin we're looking at right now. We're just doing around the grounds.
I'm still begging, like...
Top of the bracket, War is still in round 3, and they've got their round 4 matchup already set when they go into it.
Look pretty Gucci for this one, by the way. Amelia and
they're
Co.
holding it. They're holding it very well now. What kills?
Is it just Amelia String?
No, it's Man Penguin.
With a P, with a Q, sorry.
With a Q, yeah.
Right. Sick. Well, obviously, you just couldn't get the Man Penguin.
Probably.
Which out of that, or is just, you know.
No, he likes the Q.
Nice.
I need to give you guys access to be on the call Twitter account as well when I go. I'll make sure to do that.
I think this one's pretty much done. Solidified team. It's a 2-1.
Yeah, hopefully this will end up being a 2-1. Long series, we love them. There we go. Host-ended game, mathematically impossible.
I mean, it becomes mathematically impossible at one point, doesn't it? So you kind of just in there and just padding your stats to the
New
opposite.
Spider.
Get the game over with. Is he German? I swear, I think I've seen him in a German.
I've
before.
never
I could be
heard
wrong.
him personally.
Mm.
CD and Co though, 98.
Active Blizz still not confirmed changes to the map pool. No, I don't think they have, Jono. Not yet.
I have not. Oh, that's good, Jay Chris. Love to see it. Cheers for the support in the stream. And no, they haven't. That's the. I don't think they will either. We discussed this at the start of the stream, whether or not they will make those changes to the map pool. Despite the rumors, I genuinely don't believe they will.
By the way, CD and Co are smacking in map 2. Map 4. It's 127 to 25 currently in Hardpoint map 4.
It's funny you mentioned that as well, Johnny, because I feel like what's going to happen is teams are not going to have practiced Arc of Peak or Ramatsu domination. That's why I think you're going to start to see teams
people
play
pocket
today
pick as well.
Yeah. People will, and it's going to get picked. It's going to get played. I don't know. Is it vetoes in the bracket at Minnesota? I don't know. I don't think it is. I think it's set map sets. It's set map sets. And so what you'll get is at Minnesota, you'll see Arcloth peak hardpoint and dominates and Ramatsu in the bracket, and teams are going to be fucked. I think it's possibly the. It's
They're,
going to
they're
come
all
back.
using
It's going
squeaks
to.
in the CD game,
it's-
by the way.
Yeah.
Oh wow! And then they're breaking GA, which is.
I mean,
I think because they got
CD&Co
scrubbed, they're just going to break GA.
Yeah, I mean, CD&Co broke it first in.
What did they break it with?
Cruise missile.
Nice. Right, okay.
CD called it in, but I mean, understandable. You've been scrubbed rules. You're gonna be annoyed. You're gonna go for the win at the end of the day.
Yeah, you kind of like this is one of those things that it's like cheating. You know, if you're not being gentlemanly, then
Yeah.
break the gentleman agreement. Like that's how it works at the end of the day. So, you know, but I'm kind of glad that you see CD&Co coming back because again, as I said earlier on, this is not a series they should be losing. Like
No,
you
it's
know,
really
again,
not.
that's not a slight on the opposition, but you see the names on that team. It's you know,
Put them on
Jay,
they
paper,
wouldn't be
it should be a
happy.
3-0 blow.
Yeah,
Jake,
on
I don't know if it
paper.
is going to be vetoes. From what I've heard, I don't know if it is. I think brackets are pre-assigned set, like on the challenge, because obviously that's how it will be run. Most of the
Well,
time.
I mean, J Pros is he's a CDL observer, so he will know more than us. So if you think it's vetoes,
That's
and it
been-
was
yeah, I
it was
mean, for last
vetoes
year
at
it
open
was.
brackets.
I mean, in
then,
London, I remember
yeah.
last year people were vetoing, and it took them fucking forever. So I can understand why you wouldn't want to do it because people do just take the piss with vetoing times. But if you want to run a clean, smooth event, then I don't know. At London, like, obviously, because there's a bunch of EU teams there, and we love to complain about everything, they were just taking the mick with vetoing time.
Yeah, I mean, look, I can understand if it's vetoes, then great. We likely won't see Arklov Peak or Domination Remarks, so it would be like a first veto, kind of like in Black Ops 3, how when you had the Banner Protect, you'd see Rapid Fire and High Cal go like immediately,
Yeah,
and that was just sort of
sometimes the
agreed
Man of
upon.
War or whatever.
Yeah, okay. So that would be like an agreed upon sort of ban, like straight away. So I kind of see it not really mattering that much if vetoes are of what the process is for open brackets. That being said, as George said, it will lengthen the process dramatically if that is the case. However, let's move on to the game. As we said, CD is currently on screen, I believe. We're
Yes.
talking about what's going on with these guys. And again, 2-0 down. Endura's not happy about it, as we found out on our Twitter. Not a good first couple of maps. And now, of course, they're in map number 4, looking to pull off a reverse sweep in the series.
I mean, it's understandable why he's mad because even they know themselves as well. Shouldn't be.
No,
As I said earlier, with Fed and lagging out, being scrubbed, it's just a pain in the arse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Full short. My dog's barking. Give me a moment.
Woof woof.
And teams like these, I mean, this is the thing, right? Because it's a pro points race, right? I mean, that is how it has been for years now. You're desperate to do what you can to get those pro points, and for these teams, like the one that these guys playing, the CD's team playing, it's kind of like you do what you can to get pro points. However, ungentlemanly that process is, you do.
They know they can't hang, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is the thing, right? On paper, theoretically speaking, these guys would not beat this team in a sort of fair game where it's 5v5 consistently all the way throughout. On LAN specifically as well, I don't necessarily think they'd even get to map 3. I mean, probably like a forfeit early on. But I don't know. We'll see how this game pans out. Of course, as we said, guys, this is map number 4, and currently we're seeing CD's team rail them in the domination on Gunrunner. So that's that map. Chris, I believe you're watching our streams. What's going on elsewhere?
Yeah, so I've just tuned in over to Cerberus. They're just playing the Search and Destroy on Azir Cave. They're in the very first round, and it's currently a 2v2 with bomb planted inside the cave. I've also got Fringe over onto my left. They've just started their game 5 in Search and Destroy. They've decided to go with St. Petrograd instead of playing Azir Cave, which I think was scheduled.
Yeah.
And they are currently 1-0 down.
Am I right in saying right now that this current match is mathematically impossible, the CD game? Because if it is, I'm going to switch off it.
It's
Oh
a
wait,
hard
hold on.
point.
It's not. It's a hard point,
It's
not a
hard
dom.
point,
I'm
yeah.
tripping balls, mate.
George, it's no, it's not mathematically impossible.
Yeah, good one, Connor.
Cheers, Jeff.
Thanks for that
Fucking hell.
confirmation. Right, moving on. So we'll move over to the Frim J game then, because I think that's
Yeah, I think this one's done,
That's
so.
map 5. That'd be quite an interesting one. So again, guys, this is Pioneers GG going head to head with Stationary Van. Now, what this series? I mean, you guys are here
I
for
just
this.
love
So
the fucking
what happened
name,
earlier
dude.
on?
Stationary Van, what a name. Basically, Prim J and Co. straight chuckled 2 whole maps. Especially the S&D. The first S&D, map 2 on Piccadilly, they were up in a 4 versus 2 in the round 11 and just completely threw the entire thing. Lost 4 straight kills. It was nuts.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. They should not have lost it. They Fringe like initiated that by getting overzealous, challenging where he didn't need to, and then it just all started tumbling down around them. And since then, they managed to pick it up. They had a very solid domination game. Well, the first half at least was very solid from them. It was a bit touch and go later on in the second half of it, but they managed to come out of the back of that with a win. The hardpoint, which we just saw again, pretty convincing for them there. And now the search and destroy again. They're letting it slip. They're 2-0 down now.
That's running away with it as well. So I feel like
Fuck off.
Frimj is going to lose this game now. They're done for. It's
Well,
all
the
over.
other map we saw people run away with it one was St. Petro, and in the end, they ended up losing that map. So
Yeah. They were 5-3 up, to be fair. I mean, that's a
and they
very.
chuckled it and then
Yeah,
lost on
you
forfeit.
can't chuck
so.
that away. So regardless, and they won't be happy. I will say that it was as you say, a forfeit. So not really much they could do about that scenario. Now that we talk about this game, we
This
finally
round's
see
looking alright though.
we finally see Pioneers up in terms of life advantage 4 versus 2 scenario. They have full control over the A bomb site. They're also well aware of where these last 2 players are. They have them basically dead to rights. Whether or not this round does go their way, of course, is a different story because 2v4s are very possible. 1v4s, I mean, they're still possible, just a lot more improbable.
Just to confirm it. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I was going to say, just talk Miss Jono in the chat. First time watching Respawn. How good, bad is it? I'm actually really enjoying it.
Mhm.
It's
think
a
it's
lot
good.
more smooth than I was expecting it to be. It works really quite well. Obviously, we're only watching from one perspective
I
currently.
think it gets too bad of a rap.
Yeah, I think it does. Domination is obviously still really quite dull. But I mean, that's domination for you.
I enjoy Hardpoint, to be fair. I don't
Yeah.
think there's any. I think there's no bad maps for Hardpoint. Right?
No, I agree. I actually
think
really enjoyed
Arklov
Hardpoint.
Peak. I don't like
Is
Arklov
Arklov
Peak.
Peak still played for Hardpoint? I literally never see it.
Yes.
It was
Yeah,
played
it's-
last week. Yeah.
It's played today as well.
I never see it at all.
Yeah, that one's the only ass one because the map's just too big.
It's way too big. It's the Stonehaven of this.
I
Oh,
don't like it personally. Hardpoint, no, it's lovely, but I think it's just the fact when a team blows another team out and it comes mathematically impossible, you have to just waffle on for no reason. There's nothing else you
We're
can
on
say.
about
about
Arklov Peak Hardpoint here, mate. What are you chatting?
No, I'm on about the respawn. I'm answering this question.
Alright, okay.
I was on about how domination can get bored when it goes
Respawn, yeah. The thing is, the domination, though, right? They can fix it, right? There are plausible fixes to do with domination. One of the ones that I think is really good is basically stopping the clock when there's a trip gap, and or even just setting a score limit to 215 and going to there, or so like something like that.
well, no. What they
Um,
should have done is what they did with Call of Duty Ghosts: 100 points each half. So it's a
Yeah.
maximum of 200. They hit 100 points in the first half. Time resets to 5 minutes or 100 points for the second.
Mhm.
So that's how you play it.
Mm.
Just an update, by the way. We were watching Reason Gaming earlier. They got beaten by Clash. So they go up against the Horrid Harry Challenge later on. Well, in their next match, which is round 4. Phoenix are in round 4. Train Harder in for round 4, playing their matchup now. Eternal have made it to round 4. They will play the winner of Evicted versus LOL Modern Warfare LOL. SMG are now in round 4. They're going to play 32 Team Pass or Tech 10. And 400 Plus are in round 4 as well. I think that's it. Animosity are in round 4. That's basically it as far as I'm aware. Looty is in round 4.
Just
Bad
a
round.
confirmation. CD and Co did win the map in the end.
Yeah, so they're going game 5 now.
Search. Amelia Rose and Co are 150 to 59 up on a
But they're
Hardpoint.
in map 4.
Mhm.
Penguin's literally on an 8 streak right now.
That's-
Yeah, his kid's going off right
Dom
now.
has always been boring. I'll agree with that one, Jono. The problem with it is it could be fine if we, like we were mentioning, there were score limits and stuff. So.
Yeah, minor changes.
I will say I've casted some good dominations on this game. Like,
Yeah,
like
one
there
One in
have been some
particular,
pretty fun
yeah,
ones.
one in particular, but
Like you can't I don't know. I look at it as in until it's played in the CDL, I think we should sort of reserve judgment from a viewership perspective because simply because you look at the way we looked at Uplink first time in AW. AW Uplink, we shit on it so hard, and then UMG Orlando just like it came through and everyone loved Uplink after that. So I just think people need to just give it a chance, let Minnesota pass, and then still, if domination isn't liked in its current format, then we need to look at potentially bringing in CTF. That
We've
being
given
said,
domination a
CTF,
chance. We've
No,
given
I mean,
it over the
we
past
haven't seen, we
years.
haven't seen any proper. Yeah, but we haven't seen any proper sort of events with domination in.
Post-ending
in-
game, by the way, boys. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, probably wrong rules. They're probably going to get forfeited.
Who's hosting? Do we know?
No idea.
Okay, well, do you want to have a look around the grounds then? See what's going on?
I'm just on Man Penguin and Co at the moment. Just trying to keep updated on that.
Cerberus and Co. So a quick look at them. They're on my other screen. They are now up 2-1 in round count in Search and Destroy Azir
Can
Cave.
you guys put when a game is won? Can you put it in the Twitter group chat? Because I'm going to start tweeting live updates and stuff as well, just so we can drive more attention to it.
Alrighty.
So
Alright.
I'll just copy and paste it in.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, right? IW, we obviously can't talk too much about our opinions on IW, right? Because we don't want. I feel like IW get a lot of a bad rap for some of the things they do. They are devs at the end of the day, and they have a lot to consider. The competitive scene is only 5%, if that, of their player base. Like, you kind of have to consider that at the end of the day. So people just need to take a break shitting on IW, to be honest. I know it's hard because it's our priorities are competitive, and there are of course things that need to be fixed. But at the end of the day, I kind of don't blame them in a way. Like, I don't know, it's weird.
Just a quick update as well. It looks like game 5 for CD and Co.
Yeah,
is just about to start on Azir Cave.
Ooh, let's get that. Let's get that on.
I'm just currently tuned into the game 4 between Amelia Rose and Co. Just because that one's still going on right now, and it's a 60-point game currently.
That's what I'm on as well. It's getting in.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit tense. Obviously, they're only going to be 60 points away from the victory, but there's also 60 points between the two teams currently. We'll keep an eye on the S&D in the background as well, but I've got this one on stream at the moment. We'll see how this goes.
Which one, Amelia Rose?
Yeah, Man Penguin.
Man, Penguin. Okay.
All
All
I
right,
want is
so-
a ranked playlist. I completely understand that. A ranked playlist would actually be pretty good because I reckon you'd probably see quite a lot of population in the ranked playlist and ranked playlist. So maybe Infinity Ward would be more inclined to give some attention to.
Here's the thing, right? A ranked playlist is the perfect bridge from casual player to competitive player. It is the sole reason why it wasn't the sole reason, but it's one of the reasons why Black Ops 2 was so popular, because there was a ranked playlist that was really casual in its format. It was so easy to access, and it was like players just stumbled upon it and started playing. Right?
It was my
it's such
entry
a
into
Yeah,
competitive.
exactly. People,
It was a lot of people's entry into competitive.
Yeah, exactly. There was even like a chance for people to play on League Play and make it to Black Ops 2 champs. Like, whether or not you agree with that process of qualification is a different story. But it's that sort of thing that bridges casual players into competitive, and that sort of thing which grows your scene. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. A ranked playlist is basic stuff, and I'll be honest in saying I don't understand why they haven't brought one in. It's basic shit. Like, I don't care for any of the other problems, to be honest. Like, some of the other stuff is meager. It doesn't really matter that much. But the ranked playlist is the one thing where I say it's sort of like, it's like you're hurting yourself by not having one in the game. Like, the CDL is out this year. There should be a ranked playlist. It's just as simple as that.
Frimjay and Co are getting a restart.
A full restart.
I'm not sure what it is. They've just restarted. So
Need to give up too much time on that.
I'm not sure if they're going from round to round. But God knows. But Man Penguin and Co on a little bit of a chuckle.
This is yeah. They're starting to chuckle it again. They're starting to throw. They're up by
there's
6.
still
They're
time.
up by 60 points, and now they're within 10. They've just thrown an entire 2 hard points straight, and now they're about to throw a third as well.
And this is a
There's
huge
still
hold.
time. You know, it's what they're 2. Are they 2 down? What was this?
1 to 2. 1 to 2.
Oh, it's 1. Okay, map 5. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, right? This is real close. Of course, we're very close to the end of this game. We're
They're
in
about
this
to, like,
series.
completely
This
throw it.
hard point isn't the last one. We'll say that they do have a rotation still to come.
I think they're banking on that as well. They're literally putting all their eggs in this new hardpoint basket, which you can't do because you need basically 60 seconds from this. So you're saying that they're not going to contest for 13 seconds, which is
Well, the thing is, right, George, you got to look at those guys. P1 is a heavily contested hardpoint on all hardpoint maps, unless you have like an incredible 100%.
they've lost it
perfect
already
hold,
anyway.
right? And this, you got to win those gunfights. I mean, you lose a 2-piece to Eris there. Tito picks up 1 as well. Yes, you trade back, but damage already done. Realistically, you need to win those first gunfights now. They're just 18 points shy of losing.
They're going to get
here.
to a point here as well where
And
if they
they've
don't get
lost-
on it
well, they've
soon,
lost
they're not. They
rotations.
can't win the game off this now. I don't think.
I mean, that's the key thing here. This hill is nothing but a buffer towards P2. This is realistically a fight for those rotations, and they need to do better. They need to win these rotational gunfights. They haven't done it. The slide comes in. Hill control moves towards the opposition. 15 seconds away here. This is not
14.
looking good. To be honest, time dwindling down. Even if
They're
this
being
hill
locked
goes
in
to the
towards
next
these back
rotation-
spawns as well. Like they
Well,
can't
yeah,
actually
even if
throw the
even if we
rotation.
go to this next rotation, the spawns are not in their favor, and this is one of those key things. You're on gun runner, hardpoint. You need that rotation from P1 to P2. It is so crucial. And the thing is, they started out with control of that rotation, and then they lost it.
Yeah, where they're just going to have to run for the hills now. Like they're not going to be there in time. They've actually lost the full hill. They're going to lose the game here. I don't think there's really much way they can do this. They are going to be out of the 2K in round 3.
They've got one more. They've got one more push. One more push.
5 seconds. 5 seconds.
need
They're
to
going to have
go,
to break
though.
in now. Get it. So they don't even have any idea where the players inside the hard point are. They're
Well,
actually losing players outside the hard point too.
There you go. They're breaking.
This is all on Penguin though. This is all on Penguin. Like if Penguin and Spider die here
There's teams around, George. This is not all on Penguin at all. There's players around.
for at least 10 seconds there, that was on Penguin just
Like,
staying alive.
There was 2 of them there.
I don't
think that was on
Can they? I
Penguin
can't.
at all.
Can they win off this?
They
can now.
They
If they
but they need to go. No, now
They
still
can.
They still
They
can.
still can, but
need
they
to
no
rotate. They
contest.
can't. And this is so hard because you got to go. You
Do you
got to
put
go
all
for
your
it.
eggs in one
You have
basket,
to-
or do you just
yeah,
rotate?
I'd say you send 2 players over to the rotation.
They're actually
I
putting all
think
their
it's
eggs in the
risky.
basket. They're actually putting everything on this. They're actually going to do
God,
this.
This is rough.
The spawn
this
out
is
is
so
so
hard.
far
They
as well.
can
They're
do it.
spawning crates. They're spawning crates. They've actually just won it. Oh my god.
Yeah, what a win! What a win from Elia's team there. And it comes down to that 2-piece. Realistically, that push in by those 2 players. Penguin, there was someone else as well.
Penguin and
There were 2
Spider.
players.
Spider. 46
Spider
kills for
running
Spider
in.
as well, man. Fuck.
That's pretty
This
impressive.
guy's been
An impressive
popping off all
performance.
series,
Well,
dude.
this is the thing, right? You go into that rotation from P1 to P2, so crucial. They lose it. They manage to crawl it back somehow. If anything, I'll be honest in saying, I think that's a colossal fuck up from the opposition.
Oh,
They lose that
100%.
hard. They lose that rotation despite breaking it early on. I mean, they didn't even put that much effort into P1. They didn't need to. They lose the rotation towards P2 despite holding it about 20 to 30 seconds early. Like you can't lose that. You didn't even cover crates well at all. That was really bad from the opposition. I'm not sure what the team name is. I will say,
That IOD.
I don't see how you can lose that. And now, of course, they had a chance to end the series there. Nope. Now they're going to a game 5.
Right.
Right.
Back into Frimj stream.
Oh, Brian, 2 minute and 40.
Oh, Dave's not got a stream out today. Oh, damn.
Might put one up later.
Oh, that's annoying.
These
Well,
are
I
the
mean,
boring rounds for him.
I'll ask if there's gonna be one up from anybody else.
CD and Club are 3-0 up in the Azir Cave search.
Yeah, they're looking really good. Really good. Their team cohesionness is there. They've got each other's locks down. They're not taking these needless gunfights as well. There's been multiple times where the players run across their screen, but because they weren't confident enough in getting their shots off, they've just called it out to their teammates who picked up the pieces instead. Yeah, really well worked from them so far in this Search and Destroy. And again, they're opening up things really well in this round 4, getting that first pick.
I've just shot Beans like 5 times, he's not died, bro.
Might be looking at a little 6-0 here then. Case.
It'll be,
I don't know how it
it'll
plays
be
out.
if it wouldn't be against them the way they're playing the Search and Destroy so far.
Oh, he's got a cruise missile as well. Breaking GA, so that's gonna.
Oh, well, it's now down to a 3 versus 3. It's
Wait, are
not
we
looking
looking
good
at
for them on that
the
front.
which stream we're looking at?
CD.
We've got Frimj on stream currently, so
No.
whatever you
We're just
guys.
watching the CD game at the moment.
Well, that's not going to be
They might try
all the information from the Frimj one on at the moment.
triple naded it.
I've just seen off to the corner of my eye
Yeah.
in the Cerberus stream. They are they were 4-3 up in this Azir Cave, and Zombies just done the naughtiest little sneaky 2-piece play ever. So they're planting over onto towards the B bomb site, the one over towards the shack. The enemy are planting there whilst the another player is watching over. Zombies sneaked all the way around from the edge of the map, right way around behind them, picked up the 2-piece, managed to turn around and nearly pick up the 3rd.
They're in
It
game
was-
5 as well, right? Maybe
Game 5 as well, I believe, yeah.
That's 4 game 5s, all of which looking for reverse sweeps right now in the same round.
CD's got 7 kills in that S&D. Do we know if Frimj got?
If Frimj got what?
Is it a complete restart on the search, or is it going from?
I have no idea, honestly, son.
I think it might have been a complete restart
Well,
because
we'll
the
find-
opposition
we'll
were
find out.
up by 3.
3-1.
And if they win this round,
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, why did my stream just end? The FrimJ
Oh.
stream. That was weird.
He's hosting us instead.
I know.
Yeah.
I just
Popped
seen
it
that.
onto
No,
us.
it's just come straight back up for me though.
Ah,
Yeah, same.
Must have been a mistake.
A 1 versus 3. We'll see if it all comes down here then.
maybe it finished.
Maybe it's done.
Maybe it finished then.
Well,
Okay.
my FrimJ stream's still running. One player's left the game, so yeah, I'm guessing that they have lost it
Yeah.
here.
Ah,
They can't
That's
reverse
unfortunate.
sweep. That's really sucky.
yeah.
Thank you, FrimJ,
Oh.
for the host. Really appreciate that, buddy. As always, unlucky that you just fell out of it there, lad. Commiserations. I'm sure that next week will be better for you. You just got into a really rough situation with those first 2 maps that went away from you. Should have probably have won them. Anyway, thank you very much for the host. Appreciate that. Thank you for all the support as well. The Beyond the Call stuff still continues to go on. So we'll be here for the rest of the day. For those of you just joining us, if you want to stick around, then by all means do so. We're going to be checking in with CD and the boys now over on their stream around the grounds.
That's 5-0. This one should be pretty much done. It's a 3-1.
Should be.
So I'm
But
guessing
we have
this one
seen
will fall.
teams full sail before, so let's not
True.
get too ahead of ourselves here.
I'm just thinking in the fact that the way they're playing right now, this was CD and Co's game and series to take.
They really
anyway.
should have 3-0'd this, let's be real.
Yeah, but with the 4v5 and the Runger always getting scrubbed, you can't fault it.
They're using suppressors like they don't give a fuck about the GA currently, do
Oh
they?
yeah, they've fully lost all. They've completely gone against the whole GA.
I
regime.
respect it.
Yeah, literally. Amelia Rose and Co as well are just.
They just started theirs. We'll hop on with that after these guys probably win.
You need to change the stream name, top left.
Do I? Oh, yes, I do. Right.
We are
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
but we won that 4-1 shambles. Yeah, man. It's just unfortunate for him. You guys played well. You were frying as well.
Alright. Right. So the insight. So SNG aren't playing just yet. So,
No, I think they're still waiting for their game.
Yeah, still warming up. CD, yeah, still. And they're in a 4 versus 5 versus 5-1. Oh dear, CD should have won that.
2 versus 4.
Should have won that.
I mean, they're not going to lose this, are they? Realistically, 5-0 up in the
I
search
mean,
and destroy.
no.
Look, I mean, look, we won't talk about the second map because it wasn't that bad, to be fair.
No,
But
they
you
were
can't-
5-5, so...
You can't lose this. So yeah, you're in a 2 versus 4. They might lose 1 or 2 rounds, but they have a lot of breathing room here in this search and destroy. We'll look him
Jesus
down
Christ, man. No
the
slide.
line here.
It's so disgusting. What a dumb movement mechanic. I fucking hate it.
They are patching it. I will
Thank
say
God.
that. So update for anyone on the stream. It is being patched. It's on the.
Thanks,
it's
Dave.
on basically like
Appreciate that one, buddy. Thank you for letting us know.
the future. Oh, hang on. What's Dave said? These playing quicker modes. It's Jen's stream. Cheers, Dave. Appreciate that, bud.
Cheers, bud.
So let's open that up, and we'll open that match
shut
up
that one.
after the
This one
next-
gets chalked
this
up.
one. So it'll be over very soon. I mean, to be fair, hopefully it'll be over very soon. Because if not, I'm worried.
If they chuckle another S&D, dude, oh my god. I'm waiting for the team nade that they did in the first map. The first S&D, because that's just the beginning of the end. But the cruise missile here is probably active. I don't doubt that they'll call this in, considering as they are just breaking GA. They've got the suppressors on. They've been using streaks since map 2, pretty much. So, I wouldn't be surprised to see this cruise missile come on in here. But obviously, with being Azir's cave, half the map is indoors, so it's not really very effective at times. And having said that, Robstar's already out of the equation. Dead Silence and the cruise missile available though for CD, so potential for this round to flip back on its head was already finding 1 kill. Still Dead Silence not going to be used. You'd imagine that he wants to get aggressive.
It doesn't need to be fair. Though.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you use your
Well, maybe you can make a play here where you get a flank off or something. He's already found another shot off anyway. Vortex does fall. Connor, you were going to say something?
It seems like he doesn't even want to use the streak. I think
How long did he hold on to it
Shrieks
for?
didn't wanna- He's had that since round 3. So
Hmm.
if there was a time to use it, it would have been in the last round and this round right now. But I don't think they want to go back to him no more. I think they're sort of done using it. But too bad.
In all honesty, I'd wait until you go on the attacking side of things anyway. Get that bomb over onto that site, over onto B, and then you can start to use it. But he hasn't really been in a position to do so. Last time they were on the attacking round, he got taken out a little bit too early before the bomb could go down.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a really opportune moment to do it. It wasn't just like the point of just using it for the sake of it. It was, playing it a bit more tactically because they had the rounds in their bank anyway. They could hold on to it.
Just realised I followed CD's stream because I wasn't following him, and then it just came up on the stream. Don't worry, I'm not following this. I follow.
You're not following Beyond the Call? God, man.
Unbelievable.
I could unfollow.
Appears on the broadcast. About to run the broadcast in less than an hour.
Ah, dear. Oh my god, actually, to be fair, the second round going the way of the opposition here. It was MI6 recruits.
Oh, MI6 recruits, yeah.
Just to give you a quick update as well, Cerberus and Co are now in round 11.
Oh,
Game
shit.
5.
Bricks.
3v3 with 40 seconds left on the clock. The bomb has been planted. He is on the attacking side of things. So they do have to defend this bomb site. And it's a bit touch and go with them. And you can see the stress on Cerberus' face.
Penguin and Co are 2 up as well in the Azir Caves.
Okay, so hold on, give me a list of streams that we can hop into next.
I'm surprised the ZK is being played.
I would probably pop on the one DeQueevy popped in the chat. They're currently in map number 2 on Hackney Yard.
We've got a bunch of Game 5s coming up, though, so we'll at least active at the moment. So I think we'll rinse through the Game 5s and then we'll go to Gens.
That makes sense. As to
Cerberus lost.
Cerberus lost?
Yep. Round 11, they were out.
Brody, that answers your question as to why Dave
David's streaming.
It's so close to Minnesota, so they want to start.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
No, I respect that.
Does that mean we might be able to cast a 2K final tomorrow?
Well, no, because they wouldn't want it casted, would they?
No,
we'll see.
I mean, Dave, if we could get it casted, that'd be great. But I'd understand why you don't want it because obviously, as you say, Minnesota's close. So you guys don't want your strats revealed.
Dude, they're losing another round. CD and Co are chucking this, mate.
Please use the cruise missile. Just
told you.
I mean, this is the thing, right? I think it gets to map round 4 or 5, then we start to use.
Yeah, they're gonna get. Tell me they get full sailed. Tell me they get full sailed.
Like, I don't see them not
doesn't
using
use DS either.
But it's not like a case of them not breaking GA in map number 5 because they've got silencers on. So we know they are breaking GA. It's just I don't know what the thinking is behind CD not using this cruise missile. I think there must just be a case of look, I'm not going to use it unless I really need to. But that time is approaching very quickly.
Oh my lord! The MP5.
Out of the round. I mean, look, this is the thing. I mean, MP5 is always going to win that gunfight in that scenario, right? I mean, that's just the way it should be. An MP5 up close should beat an M4. But I mean, this is not looking good.
Right now, like to smoke that through mid, bomb up with the MP5, get that initial pick.
Zero fucks given play, is it?
Exactly. They're like, well, you know what? We've won 3 on the bounce now. We've got them on the back foot. Let's just test it. Let's go for it. And you know, I respect the hell out of it.
I mean, they can still pull this back in a 4v4 now. Vortex has managed to even the odds, taking out the aggressive player from middle who was bombing through smoke, which was Rises. Endura's also done the same thing over to the left-hand side of the map at B on Raven. So now they actually have found themselves with the advantage here. Just a question as to whether they can find the necessary kills with the remaining 3 players, because they have no information as to where these 3 players are right now. They could be pushing through mid, about to stem towards the A bomb site. One player's just been found, at least. The red ping comes up on the radar. So they've got an inkling as to where they're going, and it does seem to be towards A. Felon has taken out 1 more. 2 just remain now, and this should be the win. I want to say...
Seen it before.
We've seen it before. Well, I mean, we saw Frimjay's team throw this in the first S&D they played. Still.
You would think that they won't.
Yeah, you would think so. Now it's a 4v1 though. This is looking pretty infeasible for the other guys. Now this should be a win for Endura's Army.
As well.
Yeah, and there's no time. I reckon bombs down as well. There it is. That's it. Endura's Army will reverse sweep. They will continue the process, and then we'll get into round 4 of the EU2K. So we'll see what happens.
Just having a look at their next opponents to see what they face. I think it's either Rico's team or Saiyan's team, which is going to be pretty interesting. Saiyan's team contains Furious, Runner, and Saiyan, and Johnny W as well. The only player I don't know of is Vergis, which is going to be an interesting match.
Anyway, moving on. Man Penguin stream is where we're going next.
Yeah, 2-1 up in the rounds to 3 life advantage. This is a team that aren't breaking GA, so they has a cruise missile. I'm not going to use it though. Another one will fall. 2 players remain left. The opposition bomb is down. This is looking a good round to take to 3. Well, a good round to take for Penguin and Co. for a 3-1 advantage.
Should be a round they take. It's 4v4 though, to be fair. And we aren't going to see a sort of a breaking of GA because not that, a little bit apparently. I'll relay the stream.
It's 4v1.
Cowboy
You know
3
what, Brian? I thought
for me.
it
I'll
was
reload the stream. It's got like 7 streams open, so
Yeah.
it's not helping. Go for an advert first, which is nice. Monster Hunter World Iceborne. I'll have to see it.
I mean, this is also the reverse sweep trying to be completed as well.
It is, yeah.
Another one.
Just keep you updated over onto Jinx's stream as well. They were 2-0 down in the Hackney Yard search.
Sorry, did you say Jinx?
Yeah, Jinx, JXNZ. Gen Z, sorry. Yeah, 2-0 down in Hackney Yard. They're now currently 2-all, and it's looking good for them so far. It looks like they actually got the bomb. The opposition have the bomb down. Now a 3 versus 3. Right now, 2 versus 2 is all going down in this A bomb site area. As Jens now has to rotate to try and support his teammate. He gets taken down in mid. That's actually really rough. I think that's going to be a round loss there. There's no way that they can get that in time now.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that game after this one ends. I think what Penguin and Co. They are in this map 5 search and destroy. Now, am I right in saying that there's 1 minute 13 left on the clock?
Yes.
4 minutes 12. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we're all good. Yeah, we're all good. I'm in time with everyone else. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I've not seen a spot through the mesh before, so I guess you can keep an eye on the bomb site from here if Penguin doesn't lag. 3v5 though. Now, just waiting for this bomb to move towards one of the sites. Trade's going down. Amelia Rose taking out Puente, I believe that is. Sparko with the trade though, so Amelia has fallen out of the equation. Penguin takes down Sparko in retaliation. Now 2 versus 3, and they have to defuse this bomb. This is not looking good. 30 seconds left on the clock. They need to pull off a clutch.
Not looking good in this round, at least. I'm sure that they have plenty of. Well, they've obviously got a 2-round buffer already. 3-1, but soon to be 3-2 if this round goes away from them. 23 seconds as well. Time dwindling very, very quickly. Of course, 7.5 to defuse. Just doesn't manage to spot the player either, leaving them now out of the round. As that goes now 3-2. As ZK looking spicy.
If they are to win this year, they're going to play the same people. Afro and Co.
Are they going to play Afro and Co? What, Brian
Again.
and Afro?
Yeah, again.
Oh.
That's unfortunate. He said though, I spoke to him when he said those close games. They got 3-0 those close games, so interesting. And Blue Spider's new to this roster as well, so he's playing phenomenal.
Not Afro, you idiot. CD and Robstar, right? No, wait, sorry, never mind. I'm on a different thing.
Yeah, you are.
It's like, what
You
are you
idiot.
saying? I'm tripping balls. Right, let's get into it. It's already wound into a 4 versus 4. Phaser gets traded away after finding the opening break. Now looking for more towards this B side of the map. Seems to be the point of contact. Dead Silence is available here for Penguin. It's up to him as to whether he wants to use it, but in the situation he's in currently, he's going to spot ahead of a player who actually does take a shot speculatively at his teammate, but he manages to find the kill anyway. Nonetheless, this leaves us now 4 versus 3. Penguin looking for any advantage, gets caught out on timing just round the back of the wall. The player actually flanking in on that one, manages to find 2 and a 3rd for Tydo. As now leaves it up to just a 1 versus 3. That one's done, and now we're evened up the peggings at 3-3.
They lose their advantage. Usually I said they had a bit of breathing room. Well, no longer. Lose 2 rounds straight, and now those rounds seem to be a little bit more important. Ah, man. You feel a little bit nervous for Penguin and Co now because, you know, every I don't know if the points do actually count towards Minnesota. I'm not fully sure. I don't think they do. I could someone in the chat correct me. I don't know if points still count at this point in time for Minnesota.
I didn't think there was a cut off until next week.
Yeah.
Could be wrong.
Because it would be wrong for them to have a 2K this weekend, and like obviously the tournament for another 2 weeks. So I think it's like after this, I think that's when the cutoff is.
Oh yeah, I suppose because there's still Minnesota team passes available. They released a new batch, so that would make sense not to lock it beforehand. So this should be the last one where those points matter. And if Amelia and Co do actually make it to Minnesota, which I don't know if they will, to be fair, those points matter in the grand
Is this
scheme
a
of
pickup
things.
team or is this an actual team, by the way?
What, Penguin and Co? I'm
Yeah.
not too sure, to be honest with you.
Connor will probably know.
Connor knows fuck all.
But he's
Okay.
muted, so it doesn't matter.
He doesn't know English.
Ask me again.
Is this team a competitive team going to Minnesota, Penguin and Co?
I'm not sure if they're going to Minnesota. I know.
Are they actually
London,
teaming
yeah.
though? I don't think Amelia. I didn't know Amelia was.
Yeah, they are apart from Blue Spider.
So
So
well,
Blue
they need to
Spider
pick him up
might-
immediately because he's fucking
Well,
carrying.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
he's
think-
been
I think-
elite.
I think this is what the whole processes.
Spider's just found one.
Good job.
Still, 3 versus 2. It still favours Penguin and Co.
Yeah.
Still looking for it. Still looking for any kind of advantage that they can find at the very least.
Sure.
Well, the thing is, they've picked up that information from that player that killed him outside of
Yeah.
Rugs. So they kind of like now rotating around to get into a better position. So that if they do come over towards A site, which it looks like they want to go for B, then they can easily rotate through and try to pick up the kills. So yeah, this could work out well for them. But I don't know about the aggression from Amelia unless the call has been made that they're both there. Well, there goes the first. The second one should have pushed all the way
Oh
through.
no.
1v1.
That's it. Just play it. So you got.
I think
time.
she has
You've got
time.
3 seconds. Yeah.
I think
3
she has
seconds.
the time.
Yeah, they can't
Yeah,
ban.
good play. Well played. Yeah, to
Yeah.
know, obviously it's basic shit, right? But to know, oh, just don't push that. 'cause
At
they
least be
will.
cognizant of the time, yeah. It's difficult
Yeah,
to
it's-
spot in Phantom.
It might sound like easy for us to sit here and say, oh, that's easy.
Well,
but
yeah, in the heat of the
actually,
moment, when you guys are at 3-3 in a game 5 for your tournament lives, you might not even be looking at the time.
yeah, it matters. Those kind of plays matter, and Amelia played that very, very well. So
Just a quick update as well. Jan's actually lost the
S&D.
Hackney Yard Search and Destroy. He actually rage quit in the final round because there was obviously no winning it. So yeah, they are currently 2-0 down in round 4. They're
what's
going
the
into
map on
domination.
the bracket? Do we know what the match is on the bracket? What the team names are?
Well, the next one's Domination St. Petrograd, but it's Quicker and Co.
It's
So
quicker in car. I don't know what their team
yeah.
is.
Sund.
No idea. Has Quicker tweeted about it at all?
Possibly. Quicker doesn't tweet a lot, to be fair, though.
It's a very good point. Shay has been pretty quiet these days.
That one. Sorry, I'm just trying to find them right now.
This round's looking shoddy as well for Amelia and Co. The 2 versus 3. They have just brought it back with 2 neat kills, to be fair.
Yeah, one metal still.
Amelia's still alive, and so is Blue Spider.
But really, they're not in a position to be able to
This
work
isn't really a
well
plannable
together.
situation, is it? Like, they're so far divorced as well. They have to kind of get towards this B site. They're trapped here, basically. I'm sure that middle map is being pretty convincingly covered as well by the other side. So they are basically boxed in towards B, so they are going to have to use brute force to get there. Out goes the smoke.
I think that's the best thing they can do now is stop any line of sight from that back building.
Never mind. Amelia's got a 1v3 this. I mean, she's not out the realms of possibility. She's already found the one. She's got Dead Silence now to work with as well. Gonna go busting through the door, but immediately gets caught.
Yeah.
Knowledge is there. 4-4.
Fucking hitting B is not away from her. Me too.
Yeah.
I would have half expected somebody to be there. If anyone was going to be
Yeah,
outside
it's
the rush
trading,
shot,
wouldn't
like,
it?
If anything.
And they'd
Yeah.
be towards that mid alley right there, because that's probably the best place to play from in order to cover the A-bomb site.
exactly. So
I think she
I
was
mean,
anticipating
again-
it. It was just a question of reaction time. If he's pre-aiming already L-triggering, you're not really going to beat that.
there's the window right next to it.
I suppose. But then again, it's the heat of the moment, isn't it? So you don't
Yeah,
always,
exactly.
you
Yeah.
never make the most optimum plays all the time. So
I'm gonna play
Well,
Dominator
speak
again,
for
Brain.
yourself.
My first round stream.
And Chris
Very
Stealth.
boring, but, you know.
basically karma.
Basically, yeah. Just the Bristolian version called Karmer.
Karma. Even still, off to a great start once again, down to another man advantage, but they traded it back. Phaser, it was a big proprietor as to why they managed to get to around 11 in the first S&D, sorry, but didn't manage to win it. He was doing rather well, and so was Spider. They finished with 14 and 11 kills respectively. This time around, though, I don't know if he's doing as well. Bomb detonation of some kind, like a grenade, goes off towards the back of the B-bomb site, so giving Penguin something to at least consider. The other 4 players are spread towards the A-bomb site in the middle of the map because the B-bomb site is pretty easy to cover and rotate to. So generally you can just kind of leave one assault rifle player here to look down the line of sight and just kind of play his life for the info. That's more the idea behind it. But seems to be going towards mid and over towards A. Having said that, though, Penguin's getting tagged up. Phaser and Amelia both come in to combine for it. They put it down to a 4 versus 1. Phaser with 3 kills in the round so far, looking for the 4K. And once again, they win from behind with a man disadvantage. I mean, they know now that the player is over towards B. They've pretty much got this one in the bag.
Yeah, should be able to flank through, pick it up nice and easy, secure that one, and put them within touching distance of round number 4, 5?
Oh, you want to just
What round is this
aggro
one?
again? One round.
This is their round 3, I think. So they'll be going into round 4.
I
So they're on the map point.
No.
They're close.
Dead Silence.
I have a trophy.
I think this is the last of our game 5s from round 3 to look at. I think everyone else is pretty much in round 4 by now.
Maybe put my
Sorry,
essay-
I mean,
Should be.
Yeah.
We do listen-ins on round 11. That's a pretty good idea from Louis, actually.
Yeah, Louis suggested it to me in GM. So after this, we'll if it goes 5-5, what we'll do is we'll just turn it up if we
Yeah,
can.
I'll
George,
just crank it.
and
Yeah.
just crank it. So everyone shut the fuck up,
Crank it
and
90s.
we'll let Penguin and Co give us the audio. So thank you for that suggestion from Louis.
Louis CM always helping us. He's actually given us the most suggestions so far. Of course,
Yeah.
guys, if you are enjoying the stream, be sure to give us any criticisms and suggestions that you want to see moving forward. We will try and up the production value in weeks to come. I want to get transitions and such in as well. I would need a third monitor to make this really, really hot, but obviously I don't have the feasibility to do that either at home or at uni, and none of us well. So, but even still, these are things that we'll try and look towards getting. I want a stream deck and stuff. That would make my life considerably easier. So we'll look towards investing in things for you guys moving on forward. But we're just trying to do this the kind of loose way for now. We prefer it this way. This is a show without any real constraints. We do it as and when we can. If we're casting or what have, for example, when we're doing the EEG playoffs, we likely won't be running this stream. So we'll have other things to be doing. But it's just as and when we can do the 2K shows we do. Obviously, we dip in and out as we freely. So it's just for whenever we can. We want to make it as good as we can for you.
Oh boy, this is going around 11.
Stuff. I'm actually available on Friday night if you need me.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I think Ruben.
Wait, what Chris was?
This is
Chris,
for
what was that?
EEG. That's for EEG. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah. Oh, EG. Yeah, we're not even sorting it anyway.
Yeah.
Regardless, let's and this is going around 11 now. This is 1v5.
yeah.
It's done. All right, George,
I'll crank
definitely.
it.
It's time to hear it.
I'm not deafening. I'm not deafening. You guys just gotta shut the fuck up.
Just everyone shut up. It's round 11.
I got told to wait.
No.
Usually we just wait until we clear our rock.
Yeah, but are you running like fast lightweight? I mean, as you got ladies by one, like you left by 1 ace.
No, I've got EOD on.
What the
Okay.
fuck?
Let's go. What we done? We can go B
Yeah,
and
you
break
can
GA. We can go B and break GA if you want.
Oh, yeah, we want.
No, I don't care. It's up to you.
No.
Okay, well,
Okay.
yeah,
Sure,
sure then.
okay, we want to.
Go away.
We're gonna have to wait for him to streak though, you know.
Oh wait,
I'm not
wait.
I'm
I'm
not
streak.
shaking.
Oh okay.
No.
I'm coming in with then. Okay, if we want to plan, we need to like take advantage of the smokes and try to like be bullied.
Okay.
If not, we are fucks.
We get
But
some.
we need to be careful down ace.
We get the
main
mid
problem
map.
we have
Coming
here.
now, coming
We can
now.
get the mid map open control as well.
Yeah.
smoke it free burn, yeah?
Yeah, but wait a bit until you have mismap. We need to get mismap control. We are 4 in cave, guys. This is not ours.
Yeah, I know.
I can.
see the mid push. I can call you if someone pushes.
Yeah, I'm giving this up. I'm helping mid.
It's in the left. Smoking.
smoking out now.
I've got you help middle here. Spider.
Wanna slice into table. Just wanna be 1 rock, I think.
Can they be cave middle already or no?
I don't see nothing rock at the
No.
moment.
Nice.
Okay.
You
Kill.
Got him.
one yellow. Yellow.
Rock
Top
dead.
yellow. Top yellow.
Yellow. Yellow push out. It's
Just
cave.
grenade.
It's cave. Cave. Cave from yellow.
Yeah, I don't have left side. I have rock. Are you leading on the bomber?
Make cave absolute.
Check the
Okay.
ninja.
I want any self here.
Do you see ninja or no?
Mid cave dead.
I
Nice.
have it.
Brian's got bomb.
Almost middle. Did you? On far
bomb,
left.
hold
Far
bomb.
left. On the ramp. On the ramp.
I'm with you, Brian.
One is yellow.
Right side.
You know where they both are. You know where they both are.
25 seconds.
Right side, I'm
25
getting
seconds.
Wolver.
Waste time. Waste time. Waste time.
Yep.
One is middle. One is
Oh,
middle.
they
You
got-
have bomb.
Is he on bomb?
No, no.
No.
Bomb now. On the right side of bomb.
Middle cave.
Middle. Yeah, middle.
Play time,
Middle.
play time.
Stay alive. 5 seconds.
Front of our race, go.
Okay, check it now. Let's go.
Nice. Good job.
Wow.
That
We
was
just like
close.
fucking
Very
difficult
close.
battles.
Round 11 win for Amelia and Co. They are going to go through to
Oh.
round number 5, I believe. Oh my god, that was
Squeaky bum
what
time,
a
man.
tense round 11.
I just
there.
love
For a
me and Brody literally looked at each other when it was fucking when they said we're gonna break
Break
GA.
GA?
I was like, what? 200 IQ strategies?
Oh
Jesus.
man, we thought for a second GA would be broken. It wasn't. They decided to stick towards the A push, and it worked out
me.
perfectly for them. For a second as well, I thought they were going so slow. I thought the round was done.
They had 4
very
stacked
early
up in
on.
cave and everything. Like, it didn't look like a decent
I didn't
strat.
think that was going to work out, but it does. They get the first 2 kills, and from that point onwards, the dominoes fall in their favour. So as we said, guys, Amelia and Co will be going through to the next round of the 2K, earning themselves a little bit more points, as it
So
were.
is it Jen's
And,
time that I've got to look for now?
And it is now
Well,
Jen's time. So
Here's the thing.
What's wrong?
So they're in map 3 now. They're currently losing 64 to 100 on St. Petrograd domination. It looks like if they continue to play like this right now, they are out.
Do we know what the team names are, by the way?
Not a clue.
Not a clue. I did try to find it actually. I couldn't find it in the bracket to save my life. and I don't know why.
I'm just going to put it as Jens and Co. and then Quicker and Co.
Yeah, this is getting further and further now. Like there's a 40-point differential between these two teams. They've not.
So is it
not
0-2? Is it 2-0 to
control.
Quicker currently? Yeah.
I don't know the two teams. I can't really check them. If it fills up on my kill feed, I could be able to tell you.
I mean 2-0 in...
Genesis, yeah. So I think Genesis is playing with Quicker, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Quicker and Co are currently 2-0 up.
Oh, it's BB Connor in that lot. Who do they play for? They play for Hey?
I'm not playing.
What you fucking
What?
BB Connor.
I'm
They,
sure
who do they play for? They play for
Trip tap.
I can't remember who they play for.
Oh dear.
No, I don't know who they play for either. Is it 3G?
That might be 3. Check it.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of the team name. Who they're playing under.
Check the 3G roster.
Sorry guys, we're
They
just
play
trying
for
to.
Electrify, don't they? It's Electrify in this bracket.
Yeah, found it. Just found it. So it's Electrify versus Meow V2, which is a pretty intriguing get up. Thank you for that, Connor. Very intriguing. Just a great addition, as always, to the
Meow
stream.
VT, yeah?
A V2.
No, George, you gotta say it the proper way. Meow, me too.
Shut the fuck up. Nobody knows.
See, the thing is, you look at this Meow V2 roster, and it's not that great. It has some good names on it, names that we would have rated in the past. So you've got, obviously, Control and Jens, so the big two players on this roster, as it were. I gotta say, on paper, Control has fallen very far, in my opinion. And this isn't, I would say it's not a slight against this team, but I kind of can't really cover it as anything else. I don't know. I mean, just from name brand alone, this roster isn't that valuable. You've got Dylan, RSY, Lucidical, and Gord. Lucidical we've heard of, but hasn't had that great of a sort of career over the past few years. I don't know. Going up against a roster like this, you can kind of see why they're losing to Electrify, to be honest. It's not really an expected win for them.
Basically. Yeah. In a nutshell. You hit the nail on the head. We don't really know nothing else you can add because it's just facts.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not trying to be a dick, but like you look at the goal from the past 2 years, he has had a fairly positive entrance into the 18+ scene, and I don't know, I feel like he could be doing better than this personally. But I mean, to be fair, having any roster and going up against Quicker and Co in this round, it's a hard win to take. Like you're not gonna really run away with it easily anyway. So at this point, I think this is where you see a team like Jens and Co reach their ceiling and say, you know what, look, we got this far, we got the amount of points we needed, and I don't know if they're going to get to Minnesota again. Not 100% sure, but again, every sort of this is a somewhat solid performance going into Minnesota.
Yeah, I agree. On the other side, CD, their lobby now against Johnny W and Co.
Oh, CD playing JW.
Yes, your best friend.
Brody's best mate, not mine.
Yeah, Brody's best mate. That's
Johnny W.
Yes.
Yeah, I think after this match, Brody, what we'll do is we'll throw the stream over to you so I can just dip when I need to. What I'll do for you is I'll stay in the call if you just want to, so I don't fuck up your face cams that you've got set up currently.
Yeah.
And then you can just go from there. Like I'll just tag my camera off or whatever, or you can just overlay it with a picture of me. But after this, we're going to switch over the stream rights to Broadster. He's going to be.
You need to send me the details now. Send me the Twitch.
Yeah, I will. Well, yeah.
Or the stream queue.
I'll just give you.
fuck off.
Give me the login details, because then you can add it to your OBS.
Back right.
It's just getting interestingly closer.
How do you add it? How do you add it to OBS?
Go into the stream.
One more ambi, can someone pick up? I'm trying to pick up
That's how Engine was doing it at Volta.
I might not. To be fair, I don't think I've updated my OBS in a while.
I would also recommend getting a keybind to transition, like minus key on the number pad or something. That's what I've done, and it makes it a lot easier. You don't have to show OBS when you're changing stuff over now.
I'm gonna check for updates
I need
and
to start
see if there are any.
They're pulling this back. They're down to just 16 points difference now. 15.
Come on, boys.
14 points difference. They're holding on to A and B for dear life.
What version have you got of
Keep it
OBS
on
up
that.
right now, George?
I have no idea.
No, it should say at the top.
I can't check right now because I'm tapping.
Let's try, it's fine.
Ah, you gotta pick up quicker there. He's gonna get streaks.
Right.
Got me top diner, yeah, help me here.
Well, the guys get always dead.
Flying to the top, flying to the top.
Lion dead, go forward down, get on it.
Well, the guys got offstairs, left side, offstairs, left side.
This is stupidly interesting.
I'm on shot.
Right?
My train's
16-point difference with a minute and a half to go. We've got
And the
A and B
bottom
locked down. How can I don't know the point difference. I can't even count right now.
No man, Ambi.
12 points per minute per flag. So they've got 24, but it's going to be very, very, very close.
I'm on the arm, mate. One needed your foot.
Very close.
It's possible they've just got to hold on.
Yeah, they cannot lose this B flag or even A.
No.
Like, if they lose a flag now, that's it.
I'll send you the details in a second, Brody.
Mhm.
Picking up all the
Round
kills.
is this?
Oh,
Jens is going huge. Jen just picked
Oh my
Four
fucking
in the middle
god,
map.
Jen.
He has just picked up 4 in the middle map to hold B. No way.
his penis is massive.
Big dong energy.
Stun Ambi.
I'm in there on the post
Kill
now.
Ambi. Oh, they're coming right. I'm
They might just do this.
They actually might. I genuinely know.
It's now just what, 3 second difference.
4 mid.
Oh, big kill
Boys.
again. He's got the power position locked down up
This
here.
is
There's no
literally
way they
so-
can
this
get it
is
down
so
onto his B
big.
flag.
This is so big.
Oh,
They just have to make sure they don't lose A. He's having to sacrifice the power position now in order to not lose the home flag. He's not going to get it in time either. They actually lose the flag, which means that this is actually going to be a tie game. They have to cap this flag as soon as they can. They're actually capping both home flags at the same time as well.
my
They're
God.
going to run this game
What is
down
this
to the
game?
wire. They've
Oh.
managed to get a triple cap. C is being taken back by the enemy, but the enemy are going to have a problem. It seems that Electrify might actually be out of this one. They're now back over on A as well to try and flip this one back, but the time is done. The game is over, and Jens and Co. Meow have managed to win that one. Whoa, Jens went fucking massive.
Jesus Christ, man. That was a 3-piece, 4-piece?
Four-piece.
That's
That's
insane.
big dick
From
energy.
Jens. And the power
Big
position as
dick
well.
energy.
Jesus.
Crazy. That move onto A to cap it as well. Dual cap.
Energy.
Big dick energy from Jens to win that. 7-point
The
differential.
biggest of dicks energy.
Couldn't have been closer in that final minute. What a game. What an ending of a game. I wrote that one off at one point. So, to be fair to Jens and Co., they're now 2-1 down in the series. They can still force that game 5 going into the map number 4. I believe that map will be Hardpoint and Azure Cave. So, it's going to be an interesting map there coming up next. That being said, what else is happening around the grounds, boys?
I don't know. That's three.
At the minute, I think everyone's either preparing for the next rounds because I'm not seeing a whole lot going down actually anywhere else. Like I'll keep switching between Chain and CD and Insight, but nothing's really going on at the minute. It's all kind of just like lulled out for now.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think we're just really waiting on to get into the next rounds.
Soccer Saturday. Yeah, something like that, Carl. That's
Pretty much
the
what it is,
vibes we're going for. So appreciate it. Appreciate you tuning in and supporting the stream. We're trying to do our best to provide coverage of the 2Ks because no one else does it. So here we are. Thanks, Cammy. No worries.
Who's Cammy? Which one of us is Cammy? I don't know, Jeff. Did it? I think that's Connor.
Connor, yeah, definitely Connor.
Yeah, clueless. Well, I think the only game that actually is going on is between Quicker and Jans at the minute. So we'll have to just keep on this one.
Don't know what I've just witnessed, mate. I mean, it's almost as bad as you guys getting scrubbed out of motor, isn't it? So, I'm kidding. Just joking. Oh, I was going to sign me out of all my accounts. Brody, the legendary caster. Cheers, bro.
Just put it
Any
on,
good
go
fun
on,
Wow.
go on Edge to do it, Brody.
Edge.
Screw Edge.
Need an authenticator.
Yeah, I'll send you something.
Yeah, I know. Do you need to capitalize username and stuff? No, okay, that's all right then.
Yeah, there really isn't a whole lot going on. It's like nothing we can really talk about. Right?
Right.
Okay, apparently the password was incorrect. Give me a second. I might have got it wrong. Give me a sec. Oh, no, I know what was wrong. Well, yeah. Right, I need you to send me the code over to you. And then
Still good. Check. There you go. Let me know when you've got the stream key in and everything, and then we'll. All good.
okay, I'm just going to change. Right, okay. Oh dear.
Ooh. Hardpoint Azir Cave is next up. This should
That's
be
nasty.
fun. These SMGs are going to be huge.
All right, boys. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch over the stream. I'm just going to make sure that everything is good. Oh God, I think that's a pubs game. I was going to say for a second there, I saw Insight get a nuke, and I was like, oh God. So what stream? just to be clear, what stream are we jumping into straight away?
Jennings, it will be Jennings.
James, okay. That's okay. Right. So we're going to be jumping for a very quick turn the stream off, turn the stream on, because I'm going to be streaming it. I just need to grab the stream key real quick. That'll be helpful. And then we can get that stat switcheroo done.
Right, let's have a quick look, by the way, what progress we made today. Great. Gary followed today, Voltrix followed today, Jono followed today, JPro followed, Cyan followed, GrimJ hosted, and Aaron Muff 279 followed 35 minutes ago. We've been live for 3 hours so far, 2 clips, 238 views, 34 followers.
Got to find the stream key now.
We love to see that.
So I've moved everything around. Hang on. Let me try and find it.
How many followers do we actually have?
I found it.
On Twitter or what?
On Twitch.
34, I believe.
34, it's pretty good. I'm happy with that.
Okay, so it should be good. I should be good to stream.
Cool. Yeah.
All right, I'm ready when you are.
Okay, right, boys, we'll be back in just a second. Bear with us.
In the background, and what we'll do is as well, guys. So welcome back to the stream. Very quick switch over. We should be good. I'll make sure everyone in the chat just please let me know that we are good, and we shall be good to get underway.
Just refreshing my Twitch one second. Let me let you know if we're good.
You good?
I think we're good.
Yeah, I've got a setup whereby everything's on one monitor. So.
Oh, you got that fat Conor Mez going on.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure about this font, Chief.
Yeah, I just use this font because that's what's going on. Apologies for the reload, boys.
If you have Gotham Black, use that because it makes it in line with the Beyond the Call stuff.
I probably will do have Gotham Black. I'll have a look as to what I can change it to. But yeah, so there you go, guys. The stream's back up. We're going to be switching again throughout the evening with what's crack-a-lacking. And by all means, guys, we do want to know what's going on.
There's like any game that we're not watching or we're not.
Yeah, just tell us. Just tell us, and we shall be the first people to get everything checked out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly remove all of those, and everything should be good now. So let's go into this game, guys. Jens and Co. They're looking pretty good.
Just by the way, have you set up a keybind so that you can transitions quick? I would do that quickly. Just the key. I use minus on the number pad, and I use plus to mute myself, just in case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got a.
Get a transition keybind at least, because that is so helpful for making sure you don't show across.
Yeah, mine's. I've got studio mode on anyway at the moment. I haven't got studio mode on anyway, so.
That's what I'm saying. Even if you have studio mode on, because you have to like go back onto OBS and stuff. You can't have OBS open all the time.
Yes,
I've got OBS.
I don't have my Christmas one.
Yeah, mate. I just thought I'd do the one where you look like you're sucking a dick, and go from there.
What do you mean, like when Remark came in drunk at night and you was asleep?
What?
Well.
All right,
Anyway,
Connor.
back to Call of Duty.
Yeah, I was gonna say, all right, Connor.
It does look as if Jensen Co. has actually managed to pull this one back. It was down by about 40 points, and he actually picked up a huge 2 points by this soccer field hard point, as they call it. He has no support, however, around him, but then again, it is the final few seconds. He's going to pick up a third, as he's now trying to build up towards these streaks. As his team rotate round towards the back end of the next hard point, they will look to try and continue what was quite an impressive spree.
Okay, nice. All right, yeah. So this is pretty impressive, actually. I mean, I didn't see the first couple of maps. I don't remember what was going on. I think you were watching Hackney Yard Search and Destroy, right, Chris? I'm not really sure how that went down. But I'm liking how close these guys are taking it. I mean, I was writing these guys off saying that at the end of the day, they're very unlikely to be Electrify. That being said, now they are doing so. And as I say it, the transition comes through. Now it's the team change to the opposition. I've just been logged out of the Twitch.
Have you?
Yeah. I don't know
Is
why.
the stream not down?
No. I've just been logged out of the Twitch. It's fine. The stream's all up still, but I've just been logged out of the Twitch for a reason.
Oh, okay.
So I might need authentication again.
Just sorting that out, then we'll continue to watch.
Yeah, let me know when you need the authenticator and I'll.
Shots are going down over towards the next point. It is the opposition, which is Electrify, that have locked it down. They are trying their absolute best to stay alive, but Puri's in from behind, picks up 2. Now that does give him and his teammates the opportunity to lock this down themselves. Jazz with a 1 before being traded out, and again the hard point switches hands towards Electrify, and they're now building on their streaks themselves. They're up by about 40 points now, looking pretty confident.
Yeah, I mean, this hill is so crucial, right? Because this is what I would call the money hill of any hill on this map. It's the easiest to hold, because basically what happens is you see where Jen just was just basically running down that lane. A lot of teams just do it as sort of their way forward, as it were, just running into the hill that way. And it's really hard to break this hard point. It's incredibly hard to do it. And here you're seeing exactly that. You see Quicker and Co. They're holding on to the hard point. They're making sure that they don't lose control. And they are going to get the full 60 seconds of time off the back of P5. Now that we move into the next set of rotations, and you're starting to see Quicker and Co. They're starting to see Electrify pull away with this one. I mean, realistically, Chris, you're in a position here where you lose this map, you're out of the 2K. What do you do?
Well, you're out of the 2K, you probably stop the stream, go back and...
Before you get out of the 2K, Chris, come on. Obviously.
So what you've got to do is you've got to be rotating early enough. You know, a lot of this has been come down to their mid-map control. They've been given a lot of that up. They've not been there to really pick up the pieces as the rotations come through and basically stopping the transitions. They're allowing the opposition to rotate through and make it more fluid for themselves. So if they can get a bit of mid-map control, stop that from happening, that's going to make things astronomically easier. But they're also not rotating early enough to be able to pick up that time, like the first 20 or so seconds, so that they can pull themselves back into this. You know, they're down by 74 points currently on my stream, and right now it's not looking good for them.
Yeah, I mean, look, they're down by so much. They're, what, 80 points, the difference between these two teams right now? It is looking like a horrendous performance here on map number 4. Electrify in control of this game. There's not much that Jens and Co can do here. Meow V2, they're losing second by second, point after point to the opposition. In control of Cave East are Electrify Esports with, 25 seconds left. I mean, at this point, the thing is, right, every single second counts, and 20 seconds is scrap time. In normal situation, 20 seconds, that's scrap time, you leave it. You can't even leave that to Quicker and Co, because 20 seconds is 20 seconds close to that 250 mark, at which they're already very close. This is a horrible situation. All you can really count on for Meow V2 at this point in time is just for a perfect run-in for the remainder of this game. They do have the rotation towards the soccer field, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's a question of whether or not they can hold it.
See, actually, I really like this positioning. They actually decided to give up the 20 seconds. As you said, it's a lot of time in comparison. However, if they can lock this down for the whole time, then it gives them a very good standing as they progress through. They've done exactly what I thought they should do, and that's lock down mid-map and stop the transition coming across. Unfortunately, they've not won their initial gunfights, and they've actually given away the hard point towards the opposition. So despite them picking up around about 20 seconds, they have actually lost this now, and they are now back on the back foot. There's only 22 seconds remaining on this point, but they're going to have to contest for as long as possible.
Just fixing my audio settings right now. So, just trying to work out what's going on.
Right. What the fuck's going on here then?
Who's deafened themselves?
Who's deafened themselves?
No one's
Oh,
deafened themselves.
Connor has.
Connor's not
has.
speaking. I don't know why Connor doesn't speak.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
No, my house just got really loud, so I'm just.
Okay.
Is that
This
is
is
that better?
looking. This yeah, probably. This is looking good here though for the side of Electrify. They seem to be pretty damn close to winning this one by the looks of things.
Yeah, I can't imagine it not being plugged in. I can have a look, Ramsey, to see what's not what isn't working, but should be good to be fair.
What, can you not be heard on stream?
No, apparently there's a buzzing noise, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's not a buzzing noise. It's more of like a buzz.
Let me check it out.
It's somebody's mic. Even I can hear it.
Well, you can hear it in Discord.
Yeah,
No.
I can.
Might be me. One sec. Let me replug mine.
I don't want
think
to
it's
unplug.
Brody.
I don't want to unplug mine. Might
Yeah,
be
no, I
mine.
think it's you, Brody.
All right, here we go. You ready for this?
Yeah. Yeah, it's stopped.
I just heard it though. Oh, I know where. I think I know where it's coming from. I'm pretty sure it's coming from Jen's
now it's-
stream.
And that's Jan's out anyway.
Yeah, they're done.
If you flick off Jen's stream, I'll tell you if it goes on.
Quick class.
Well, that's me done for anyway, because I've got to go and get ready because I'm going out for dinner tonight. So,
Me also, I'm gonna dip around now as well.
Connor, you dipping?
I mean, I won't lie, I've got a pick when I put out half eyes.
Right.
Oh, okay, you've got another half an hour, so we'll look to try and get some guests on at least.
No, that means I got to leave in 15 minutes.
Right. Okay.
That's
Right.
just over there, so.
What
Everybody
we'll-
tweet.
if anyone wants to come on, feel free. What I'll probably
Ramsey.
do.
Get Jono. Message Jono. He's around.
What I'll probably do right now is because I need to restore all the cameras and stuff anyway. Is I'll probably just end the stream for now, restart it up when if I get some guests in, because obviously there's no
Okay.
point in me just sitting here on my own.
Yeah.
If anyone would like to come on stream, by all means, I would be happy to have people on. So
I'll make a tweet. One sec.
if anyone in the stream who's currently sitting here, you have any opinions on the EU AM 2K series, by all means, this is the last one before Minnesota, so this is your chance to get your voice heard. Come on the show. I'm looking for guests from 6 PM to 10 PM for that slot period. Actually 5 PM now. So if anyone wants to come on the show, DM me at Beyond the Call. You can tweet us and we'll get something sorted. All right. So for now though, I think we'll end there for now, temporarily at least. And if we can get it started up again, we will. For now though, thank you to everyone for watching the Beyond the Call 2K show, and hopefully we'll be back later.